I think he muted, bro.
You mute. Can't hear you.
Run that shit
Man,
back,
April
Turbo.
Fools, y'all. April
Oh,
Fools,
get
y'all.
the fuck out of here.
Kim.
What up, TMS family? Welcome to the Too Much Show. And as always, it's real talk by real people. And I am your host, MT, and with me is my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, and Mr. Come first because you gotta respect me. Drink water, you live longer. And down below to the flow today.
Oh, Zeus the truth. You know what I'm saying? And dibbling dabbling with drink and water.
Hey.
Yep, same here. Got my drink and my water.
You know.
Gotta have that healthy balance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially
you
when you
gotta have that balance. Drink ain't bad for you.
exactly. Depends on how much sugar it is, though. That's when it gets scary. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
As you all know, man, today is April 1st, 2021, aka April Fool's Day. And nah, man, we got a good show for you all. There will not be a show on Sunday. We want everybody to enjoy their time with their family, man, enjoy Easter and everything like that. So, man, hey, the title of today's show is too hot. Is it too hot in the kitchen? And man, we got a lot of stuff that's going on. We got to talk about Katie and Michael Rappaport going at it. Okay, and DMs, KD, all PG County / Steve Pleasant was coming out of KD in that moment. We also gonna spend a little time on Quavo and Sweetie. I was going back and forth if we were gonna talk about that, but I think it's something important, man, that we talk about it.
Of course, we can slide that
And
in there always.
exactly, and then yeah, we got an NFL update, and then we got the NBA news and everything. So shit, man. Let's go ahead and get off with breaking news. NFL season, gentlemen, expanding to 17 games. So they will now be playing 17 regular season games, and there will be 18 games. Uh, I'm sorry, 18 weeks, and it's only one by week. What are your thoughts on it, gentlemen?
Greedy bastards.
I mean, I kind of already called it. And then you know what makes it so crazy? I want to say we covered this probably like a year ago. And
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about the actual expansion of
Yeah,
the 17 games and how it was implemented. Because I think this was around the time when the XFL came out. So like I
Yeah.
think they
yeah,
needed more games, and then it was also the playoff controversy too.
Mm-hmm.
yep, because
Wow.
that's the shit they brought up in the owners meeting last year.
Yep. And here's another thing. I just want to say that it's actually different from what was actually brought up in the owners meeting last week. So what was proposed originally versus what it is now. So what was supposed to happen was they were supposed to take away two preseason games. So it was only supposed to be two. And then they added a regular season game. But then there were talks about them adding another bye week. And there was also supposed to be a rule intact where no player could play all 17 games, which is why everybody started going out and getting these quality backups and everything and was spending money on that. But however, it just seems like now, I don't know if everything is finalized. I know it got approved, but from what I'm understanding, players will be able to play all 17 games like that player, which is going to be grueling on the body. So basically, what the NFL did, and just to add to what Mr. Jones said about them being greedy bastards, you took away a meaningless game in the preseason that people aren't going to watch and added it into the regular season so you can make some more money. That's basically what it is.
I mean, on top of that too, now you could divide the. That's one extra game check. So overall salary is going to be shorter, even though it's going to look longer. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Oh
fuck the
yeah,
record book. Fuck the
don't
record
forget
books
to
at
add the
this point.
banner. Don't forget
Oh
to add the
yeah,
banner for NFL news.
yeah. Like fuck the record books at this point
Mm-hmm.
because somebody's throwing for 6,000 yards very soon.
Of course.
Somebody going to throw for 6,000 yards. So I mean,
Yep.
at the end of the day, for us the fans, it's great
I'll throw
news.
up the other one too, the NFL news.
Yeah, I got you.
Uh,
But
yeah,
yeah,
nah, it is.
for us the fans, it's good. But for like the organization, the NFL itself, no. But that just shows you though, the NFLPA still have a lot to work on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't protect their players like the other sports. I think they're the worst out of the four major sports that do it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
what
something
y'all
I can
think?
agree.
I mean, if anything, I mean, I already seen it happening. I mean, why not throw an extra game? I mean, nobody really cares about preseason, and then also it's just like now, if they're not really practicing, why give an extra game to prolong what we all need, which is more money and then generating more games to see who really needs to go ahead and get to the playoffs. I think that's
Hmm.
probably why I was implemented. Well, quote unquote. I'm just going to speak from like the NFL side, but
So here's
me.
what
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. So here's where it gets weird for me, and shame on me for not fully reading it. But the playoff schedule now is being moved up a week. So now, are we really going away from the tradition of Super Bowl Sunday being the first Sunday in February? You get what I mean? Like that's been a tradition for so long. Everybody knows it's like an unofficial holiday, the first Sunday in February.
Pretty much.
Or would it be extra rest?
Mm, I get what you mean. Like they
I
add
mean, it
another
could
week.
I
be.
mean, are they still getting the bye weeks and stuff?
They
Yeah,
get a
the
bye
bye
week in the
week is
regular
still
season. Yeah.
included. I want to say I actually have it because I
But
saved
also
it.
with the extra game, though, that's more chance of injury and putting your body at risk.
But
Exactly.
It's messing a lot of people's
that was
careers.
already like the last couple of seasons.
Like
Well,
preseason,
probably this
yeah,
season coming
whatever.
up
Like,
too.
the starters don't play a half to the end. Now they got an extra game of full contact.
Yeah.
Look,
They had
it's
no
nice for us.
contact practice the last season. They had no contact practice except for like once a week.
Yeah, they didn't have practices. They have a preseason really.
No, they really didn't.
No,
Yeah,
even when the game started, I want to say it was no contact. It was no contact, but once a week, if I'm not mistaken,
like I said, it's good for us, but it's
which you
terrible
put
for the
pads
players.
on and a helmet.
I don't want to if I gotta play extra game.
That's why so
Yeah.
many people got hurt when football returned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you
Yeah,
know what
because
though? With this season, which is
well,
shocking, not that many superstars got hurt like in previous seasons.
that's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, well, Drew Brees got hurt. You could tell his little frail body was breaking down.
He's already
Uh,
at the end of his rope. Aaron Rodgers
exactly.
played the whole season.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers got to play a whole season, which
Dak
was
was
dope.
only like the major injury. Ben played
Yeah,
pretty much the whole season.
he did. Yeah, no, you're right. Most of the I know Michael Thomas. I think he was out for a little bit with injury. He's a
Mm,
huge star.
mm. Yeah, because we all know Odell ain't no damn star no more, so I wouldn't add him.
He's still a star. I know you don't care for him because of his
He a star on
inconsistencies.
TikTok with Juju.
Yeah,
Well,
but he
that
can
fit.
still go out there and ball.
We'll see next season.
We will. I hope he gets it together, though. I really do. Because
Yeah,
now, because they've signed some people like that. There's no excuses in Cleveland now. Like Cleveland has arrived. There's no reason why they shouldn't win that division again.
I agree. But I mean, as long as Mike Tomlin coaching over there, they always got a shot.
Oh, of course. I mean, Tomlin, but it is what it is with that. But yeah, man, 17 games. Obviously, we as the fans we win, but the players, yeah, the players lose. And then now, with this being done and this being added now, you know what I also think that you're gonna see? You're gonna see a lot more players playing hardball now as far as their contracts. They're not gonna be taking all these pay cuts and
Oh,
everything
there
unless
we
you're gonna
go.
be with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They better.
All right,
Yeah.
so this is what I have, and this was like before they announced it. And it was like the AFC will host the 17th game, the AFC and the NFC will alternate hosting duties on the 17th game every year. And for 2021, it looks like the AFC will start things off with the NFC hosting the 2022.
Okay.
No extra bye. There has
Okay.
been speculation the NFL might add a second bye to the schedule, but it doesn't
Hmm.
look like it's going to happen. The 17 games will be played over 18 weeks.
Hmm.
Monday wild card, Monday wild card game might happen. For the
Mm.
2020 season, the NFL gave us a triple header on Saturday, Sunday of the Super Bowl wild card weekend. However, that could be changing, and that's because the league is giving something serious. Thought of
Hmm.
moving one of the games to Monday. The NFL wanted to do this last season, but the
Yeah.
Monday of the Super Wild Card weekend was the same college football national title game, so it nixed the idea. The likeliest scenario would be two games on Saturday, three games on Sunday, and one on Monday.
Okay. All right,
And then
so
also coming to the Super Bowl. This is the last thing. I'm gonna try to
all
make
right,
this quick.
no,
So
go ahead.
Super Bowl to be pushed back a week, with the regular season schedule to be played over 18 weeks instead of 17. That means the Super Bowl is going to be pushed back a week. If this happens, that means the Super Bowl LIVI will be played on February 13th, which would be the latest in any Super Bowl has been played. February 7, quote unquote. Currently, the latest game has been played. The NFL's only, unquote, the NFL's only other option would be to start the season early, but moving the openers 1 week would be playing over Labor Day
Those
weekend.
those greedy motherfuckers, and I'm gonna tell you why. So
I
now
tell you,
Super, so now,
greedy
so
as shit.
so now Super Bowl weekend is gonna be Valentine's Day weekend. So you're gonna make people choose now. So now
Oh,
those are gonna be
I am with
Valentine's Day
that.
gifts.
I am with that. I'm down for that. I'm sorry.
You ain't
My
shit.
birthday's that weekend, and then also,
Okay.
yeah, Valentine's right behind that. Oh, football, baby. Football,
Ooh.
Valentine's weekend should be pushed back. I swear for the sport, for NFL. I protest that.
Celebrating with the 21st.
Honestly, I just want them to get rid of the shit regardless, man. Fuck Valentine's Day altogether.
It's a hustle.
It is. That's all it is. It's a hustle.
If that's the case, I forget my anniversary. It's like, nah.
No. That's something different.
Choose
That's
one.
something you and your other have a bond with. Anniversary is different. Valentine's Day
Same expectations, bro.
to certain people is like Christmas.
It's,
Mhm.
it's the same expectations. You
I
better
guess.
not forget Valentine's Day like you forget my anniversary. Better
I'm
give me a
not.
nice gift.
I'm not going to do that. If it's involving football, yeah, I'd take football over Valentine's Day any day. Okay.
Oh hell yeah, I would too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But
Damn
now we
right
got this extra week. I'm willing to bet on this. Cowboys win the division, hands down, Zeus.
Nah,
Oh.
I'm willing to bet
Hey,
mine
that's the
too.
late preseason game we always win every year. I take it.
Yeah.
That's an extra game. I take it.
Okay.
Please
All
go
right.
10.
Well,
Please go 10
let me
and 7.
let me know when you want to lose your money. Okay.
All right,
Already posted it in the group.
bet.
I seen what
Why y'all
you
ain't find a
seen
name
what they
yet?
was
Why
going to
y'all
be.
being
Okay.
lazy? Why y'all ain't found a name yet? That should have got a
Hey,
name already.
I look.
They said
As in
they actually said they're
speaking
gonna stick
as
with it.
speaking as a Washington football team fan.
Mhm.
As of we can't do anything. Okay. We have found names. Okay. From being fans.
Come on,
We have
stop.
found plenty of names, but everybody took them. So now, only thing we can do is wait and praise this team because we're gonna be number one next year. That's all I know.
With who? Fitz Magic or the beer company?
With the defense, I
How
ain't
the
even
hell
gonna
y'all
lie
got
to you.
two backups having a quarterback battle?
We rented it up, man.
Exactly.
This gonna be the
That's how you know it's horrible.
first team. And
They got two
Fitzpatrick, yeah, I'm with the beard
Look,
though, and
look,
like
if we ain't winning,
the
the Giants
Hawaiian
winning.
beads. I'm with it.
If we ain't winning, the Giants winning.
Pretty
And you know
much.
what? The
I
Giants do
actually
look good. You
I
know
about to
what?
say
The
my
Giants do
personal
look
pick.
good, and I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
biased.
yeah. No, my
Giants
personal pick
good.
was the Giants. I actually have the Giants over the Cowboys. Unless Dak is just better than ever. But you see the defense sucks. So literally Dak gonna have to throw for 6,000 yards.
He was on his way of doing that with 16. You give him an extra game
Exactly.
now.
Exactly. He gonna average about 400 passing
I,
yards a game.
the record's fucked though. They might as well just have a whole new record book because it's a whole new era now. That one game means a lot.
Well, guess what? At the end of the day, I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
be
have
real
like
with
two
you.
2,000-yard running backs next season.
There. Well, I'm
The
gonna be
only
honest
thing that
with
might
you.
not be broken is the sack record.
Hmm.
Nah,
Interceptions.
nah. You let a Aaron Donald loose or a Shaq Barrett or something like that. That shit might get broken.
What's the record? 23 and a half? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that shit. Man, look. If it was done in 16 games, it could be done in 17.
Pretty
Honestly,
much.
with the
And
way
then
That was
if
a
Cleveland,
y'all
crazy
playing
year
us,
by Strahan,
if
though.
y'all playing us
Zeus,
twice, oh my God, it's gonna happen.
of course we playing y'all twice. Oh yeah, and the
I'm
extra
just saying.
game.
I'm just saying.
Anybody
Look,
got
as
a
long as we
list
get
of?
the ball, who plays linebacker for the football team?
Who we got a
Who?
linebacker right now?
No,
I got no.
I got a credible front four, but that's
You
that's
might
about it, brother.
be right because I think the only person that we did, I want to say he left, if I'm not mistaken. I actually got to look on that. I really don't know right now. I can't give you an honest answer.
London Fletcher.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Go
You know
ahead,
what?
man. You
I'm
disrespectful.
going on mute, man. You know what?
Exactly. No, mute his ass.
This man said London Fletcher. You know what, man? I'm I'm,
They
I'm gonna Josh
linebacker
Oxy real
suspect,
quick.
bro.
I'm gonna let y'all take that off.
They suspect, bro.
No, they definitely are. But the Giants, man, Giants are looking good. And what I was going to say was Cleveland. The way Cleveland defense look, I could see Myles Garrett threatening that sack record.
Possibly got JJ right there with him. So shit.
Oh yeah. JJ Watt. Wait, hold on, no. Got
No,
JJ
no, he
who?
don't. No, he don't. JJ with Arizona. I
I
heard
was about to
JJ.
say that. The hell you talking about?
Shit, Arizona defense might got a little bit better.
Oh, their defense definitely got better. It's what the offense is going to do.
They doing Larry dirty. Larry need to go.
I mean, come on now. I mean, Arizona defense couldn't save their ass if it really depended on it. I don't even see like who's in the division. You think they're gonna come off for number one?
I mean, they have one of the toughest divisions. Like they do have the Rams there, and then they have the Seattle Seahawks. So
Yeah.
they have a very, very tough
Don't
division.
forget the 49ers. They
Oh
still
yeah,
out
and the
there.
49ers. So here's what the 49ers have done. Obviously, we already talked about that trade. They said that obviously they still believe in Jimmy G, but they want to draft a quarterback just in case Jimmy G gets hurt again.
Them motherfuckers
And,
going for Fields though. I don't know about that.
but I'm gonna just be honest though, if Jimmy G gets hurt, man, he's done. Like plain and simple. His time in
Nah,
San
we all
Fran, he's
still the
done.
best quarterback in the draft is. You're not gonna get Trevor Lawrence, but you can get Zach. I will pick
Yeah,
Zach Wilson over fucking Fields.
hell yeah, I would take him over Justin Fields, 1,000%.
But that's who the Niners looking at. They're gonna pick Justin Fields.
Mm. Well, we'll see. We will definitely see.
The longest Dallas gets Sertan, because it's Sertan or bust, we good. They don't get anybody else over the Sertan, it's a failure.
Yeah. All right, man. Y'all ready to go to NBA news? Let's
Oh
get that
man, yeah, let's
popping.
go ahead and get rid of this. You know, before the season start, before this guy makes me mad talking about these.
so, so Kevin Durant, man, had a heated exchange. First of all, salute to Kyrie Irving as well. I know we said it on last week's show, but salute to Kyrie again, man. Welcoming his first child. Appreciate
Oh
that,
yeah,
brother. But childbirth, man, it's a beautiful thing. Definitely a great way to be away from the team. But I digress from my point. Kevin Durant, while he was sitting out, apparently had some words exchanged with Michael Rappaport. And now Michael Rappaport exposed those DMs for everybody to be able to see. And he is pretty much, yeah, he was upset because he said that the threats happened and then Katie mentioned his wife and all of that kind of stuff. So, gentlemen, what are your thoughts on Kevin Durant and his exchange with Michael Rappaport?
I ain't gonna lie, Rappaport behalf, that job was a coward move. You supposed to keep it G, be like, meet me on this block, let's scrap. That's the shit you always act like you about. I
Mm-hmm.
seen that all the smoke interview. It seemed like you was about that. You wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all both in New York. Meet me on this block.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't nothing to throw the hands at that point if you felt so disrespected. Because that's low key calling the feds, honestly.
It is. And now you're going to have everybody looking into this from the NBA and all that in its conduct and seeing what's going on. And you just add more BS, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't really need to be added to the Brooklyn team right now. Like, the media is going to take this and have a field day with it. Because they've been waiting for KD to slip up anyway. Because they don't like that team. They're the bad guys right now because everybody wants to come and play with them.
Yeah. I agree.
Zeus, your thoughts?
I mean, to be honest, man. Look, I don't know, man. Both of them, Josh sus. I ain't even gonna lie to you. From KD, from being here, he always in his feelings. Michael Rappaport, just him supposedly being this hard guy that grew up in the streets of New York. Like, who exposes another man's personal DM? Like, y'all could
That's
have
what I'm
seen each other
saying.
face to face. Like,
Like,
so that makes it bad too. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you go because I still got more.
no. Go ahead. I was just ad-libbing to what you were saying. Like, for real, that's like some vixen. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like some vixen
It's
groupie
very
type shit.
Preach,
ladylike.
brother Zeus.
Ladylike. Nah, but
Uh-huh.
seriously, like just with that being said, like come on now, we all know, everybody knows that KD is a very passionate guy about his shit. You know what I'm saying? On some
Uh-huh.
Erica Badu shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about my shit. Okay. So
Yeah.
like when people critique him in any given way, he has something to say. He did the utmost. He did make the fake burner accounts on Twitter. He did
Uh-huh.
go behind other people and had them influence or put shots on other people like Skip, you know what I'm saying, and Shannon Sharp and other people like that and criticize them back in the past. So it's just like with this, like we already know this. So for him to go to you directly and then you to be this guy that portrays this culture of, you know, I guess I would say being on man time, you know,
Uh-huh.
having a one-on-one talking to the next man.
Uh-huh.
Why would you expose them? Like, are you doing that for
Exactly.
credibility? Is that clout? Because it's almost a form of snitching in some type of way.
I
Uh-huh.
mean, it is, man. When you can instantly DM back, meet me outside. It's not hard.
It's not. And there's celebrities, like you said, Rappaport is in New York.
And everybody
Kate,
got everybody number. That's
exactly. So
another
like
thing
at
too.
exactly. So like at the end of the day, why not call them and be like, "Yo, like, are you serious right now? Like, you going just a little bit too hard right now? Like, is this for real? Like, do we really got beef, or is just you done had a couple of drinks because you've been sitting at home bored and because you ain't been playing and you just want to be on some shit tonight? Like what is it? Let me know right now. Is it a problem? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I can't get with that shit, man.
Can I
It's
ask one of you?
clown. Go
Did
ahead.
you guys actually see the interview? Like the interview that he was supposedly that sparked the whole conversation? Because supposedly it was an interview that he was having with I think Charles Barkley, right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Did y'all watch it?
Mm-mm. I didn't watch it.
Oh, you talking about the Charles Barkley interview when KD was just like, "Yep,
Yeah, because I think it was a bad
yeah." We
game.
talked about that. That was like first game of the season. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
first,
yeah.
second game of the fucking season. Like,
Exactly. And like I don't
All
understand
right,
because
so
like
that's where I was lost. Go
mhm.
ahead, MT. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say yeah, like for it to be that long ago, and like now you want to sit up here and address it with him, like for what?
even on the show, they laughed it off.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really a major issue. And then if you listen to the basis of the question, it was really a yes or no question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just stupid. It's over nothing. Like, yeah, shame on KD for being sensitive, but like you said, he from the area. That's all people in that echelon from the area act.
Yeah,
But
from
on the
Brick.
other hand, this is really a sucker move by Michael Rappaport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is worse than Kirk Franklin's son recording him and try to get clout.
Oh,
Like
speaking of speaking of that motherfucking monkey, did you see the did you see the shit when he was like supposedly Kurt Franklin molested him when he was a child and shit?
Yeah, at this point
that's
Now
he's
he in
just
that
crazy.
fishing for
fucking bag
anything.
though. He in that bag
Exactly.
now.
Yeah, he's just fishing for anything at this point.
Like, he
I
held it in that long. That's a convenient ass time to finally come out with the truth about that shit. That's some
exactly.
traumatizing shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And then,
Shoot.
a lot of motherfuckers go through it and never talk about that shit either. So that
Exactly.
made
Exactly.
me extra bad. I'm like, bruh, that's very disrespectful to do some bullshit like that all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like Wale having anxiety.
Shit is
Pretty much.
crazy.
Exactly. While they go off, oh fuck you, nigga, fuck you, bitch, all that, and you this and that. Oh, it was my anxiety acting up. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's
So
that.
so
Uh,
so
That's
look,
the new
I
thing
just
he
want to
did
say
though.
this, and I ain't about to go against it though, because is this like a thing, like for like huge? I would say DMV. Actually, both of these niggas from Merlin. So this is for Merlin artists. Like if because Genuine did the same thing too. I want to say from like the
mm-hmm.
TTG thing. But
Tank,
is
Tank too.
is it dang,
Tank too.
Tank? Like, all right, so is it a Merlin thing? Like from people being
Hey,
from
come on, man,
Merlin?
don't do that, dog. It's DMV, dog. All right, where you living at right now?
Nah,
You
nah,
living
nah,
in
nah, nah,
Maryland?
nah,
All
nah,
right,
nah, nah,
you in
nah,
I
nah,
know
nah,
Maryland?
nah,
she
nah,
knows
nah.
that.
No, 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 no. Now that don't mean anything, okay? Well, these roots are strong, okay? So if anything, With this being said, like, is this a Maryland thing? Because like, not too many
I don't know,
Virginians.
Glizzy. Okay, let me ask you this: Glizzy, he's emotional as well. He got a
Yeah,
chain
Shot
cooking and all
Glizzy,
that.
Shot
yeah,
Glizzy is very emotional.
yeah.
That's DC. Lamont Peterson
Is it?
and
I mean,
the
yeah, it
Peterson
is.
brothers. Yeah, they were emotional.
You said
Okay.
who?
Lamont Peterson.
I see
Yeah,
you try to say the
he couldn't
Maryland
tell
side.
me
That's
Chop
okay.
Chop was when he boxed Eva. That's a
Yeah.
DC legend.
Mm-hmm.
It's a DMV thing, bro.
It is. It's just DMV as a whole. Motherfucker. The thing is, it's not
You can have
as
Baltimore there too.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Tay
They ain't
Rock.
DMV, but you can add them in there.
Exactly. At least I kept my ass though. You know what I'm saying?
You said what?
Nothing. It's a battle rap
I
lingo.
nah, nah. Pause. 20 seconds. Now we gonna get back to this. Okay. So now with the Michael Rappaport and
uh,
KD all the time, do you think? We already clearly know who's more in the wrong. What's the best outcome from this? And then we can go ahead and expound on something else.
Shoot the
honestly, the
fade.
best
So you
outcome
know,
would be the NBA just mind their fucking business, keep it moving, and yeah, that would be the best thing. Just literally, hey, were there actually any threats, Michael Rappaport? Do you feel like your life is in danger? No, you don't. Okay, cool. Bet we're gonna keep it moving. Y'all have a great day. Please be, obviously we're not going to ban you from the Nets. However, what we're asking is you don't do anything crazy or stupid. That's all.
people forget low key a Knicks fan too.
Exactly. He is a Net. I mean, he is a Knicks fan. So at the end of the day,
I mean, all Knicks
just let
fans are
it be.
crazy.
They are.
Yeah. So they like the Eagle fans of the NBA.
Hmm.
Yes, pretty much. I was say, what Knicks fan that you know is sane?
I mean, to be a Knicks fan, you are insane to begin with. You're right.
Exactly. No, you are. That underachieving ass
Nigga,
team and
Phil
under
Jackson was playing for the last team they won a championship with. Not
playing,
as a coach, but
not
as a
coach.
fucking
Exactly.
player.
Yeah.
That's wild. But
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they could get each other a number. They should call and talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, they should scrap about it. And that's about it.
Nah, but that happened. Like that was president. Like that was in the text. That was in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you was a bitch ass nigga. Like I'm expressing my emotions. Like dog. Like I can't see
Hmm.
you right now. I probably would have smacked the shit out you, but I'm gonna say all this dumb shit to you. Like I just know from being, and since you want to include it from the DMV, like we talk a
Yeah.
little bit different. So when we in the text, like I'm gonna say everything that I'm gonna say to provoke you, so that way you can see me one on one and in my face. Like you gonna be the bed, quote unquote. That's
Mhm.
what we call it. That's you. You're my target. You the bed. You what I'm placing my bet on, and I'm going to win out this outcome. You're the bed.
Uh-huh.
So with this going on, like I need you to respond in some type of way, and not respond and tell everybody else. Nah, this is a one-on-one conversation.
Exactly. Yeah, honestly, once he did that, I was just like, I was like, he's a fucking clown. Like, Rappaport is a clown. Uh, Once again, like, first of all, you had all of this street credibility initially. You were supposedly about that. Like, you done been in everything. You done been in Rockefeller films. You know what I'm saying? Hung out with Jay Z
He
and
did a
all them.
Tribe Called Quest documentary.
Exactly. You've done all of this stuff. And now all of a sudden, KD, talk greasy to you in the DMs, and then all of a sudden you want to expose it. Like at that point, bro, you a clown. Like I can't even have you around at this point. Like I just can't. Like I guess he just needed some relevancy or something. But like at this point, yeah, like he done. He's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that culture, that community that you want to be a part of, you're no longer needed in it, sir. I'm good.
Damn, we're gonna take away the card?
First of all, what card is that? Because I don't ever remember him having one. What's the card?
I thought he had the cookout card. He was invited
No,
in the
sir,
line.
sir,
I mean,
sir,
he was
I thought
just
the
like,
bouncers
sir,
was like let him in.
sir, sir. No, No, I never looked at
You
him
know
as
what?
that. He's
He's
always been a
always
joke
the
to me.
person. He's always the person that you bring to the cookout, and then once they get drunk,
Exactly.
it's
Never
like, you
have
know
been.
what? You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You overstepped your boundaries. You was too comfortable,
So he
and it's
Hmm.
never
okay.
had class. I
Nah,
mean,
at
he
one
was
point,
kind of influential in the
I,
culture. I
I
mean,
was
he did a lot of shit.
no, he's not. He's, I mean, to me, he was maybe early. What was that? Maybe 90s.
Like what? The higher learning, CB4. He was in.
I mean, that
Well,
was
yeah.
cool,
Well,
but
him and
it's
higher
just like,
learning, he was a joke, and then fuck him. That
Oh yeah,
white
yeah, dog.
supremacy.
I still hate that nigga for that role. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
He made it up for me with that Child Called Quest documentary. That was dope.
Hmm.
But other than that, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But who do get that pass though?
Sir, sir,
If
how
he
about this?
remote, who do?
Sir, here's the thing. At the end of the day, here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to give anyone a pass. You know why? Because when people get comfortable and they supposedly get this pass, then they feel comfortable saying different things. Like what's his name? Chet or Shay Hanks. He says that he used the N word all the time around his homies, and
Tom
he
Hanks.
did.
Tom
Yeah,
Hanks. I guess I don't give a fuck about it, but
yeah,
that's why that's privilege.
yeah. But he said he uses it around his black friends and all that. He's certified and whatever else. So
I
whatever.
mean, if you want to go old man version, Hulk Hogan the same way.
Yeah.
That's
So I
another
don't know.
story.
Exactly. So all that, oh, this person gets to get no, because when you give people that freedom, they end up abusing it. So I'm not even
So
gonna go
what's
into
nobody
really
that.
the
gets a
point
rib.
of abusing it? It's
Nobody
just
gets
like,
some big mashed potatoes, huh?
Uh-uh.
Damn.
My mama stop her. Uh-huh.
Well, that's sad though. Any final thoughts on that?
Mm-mm.
Fuck it, let's keep it moving.
All right, let's keep
I guess
moving
the
to the next time.
judges, no pass. All right, go ahead.
nah. All right, look, just my final thoughts. All right, look, Katie, stop hopping on shit, because niggas gonna make you the bad guy. Hopefully, if this
Of
reach
course.
somewhere, it'll make sense. But other than that, Michael Rappaport, it's done. Okay, just
Mm-hmm.
be it your word, MT. Be a dinosaur and just go ahead and, you know, fossilize at perfect perfection. I guess you
Oh
know what I'm
my
saying.
god,
Just go ahead and stay on the shelf. It's a
Mm-hmm.
wrap.
shit, he need to go to boxing then. He'll fit right in with all them fucking dinosaurs coming back.
Mm-hmm. Sure will.
Oscar
Yeah,
De La
honestly,
Hoya with a
I was about to
box.
say that. You know what? This is what he needs to do. He need to go ahead and keep running his mouth and then get challenged by somebody to have a celebrity exhibition. Make him a couple million.
Oh, no exhibition. But speaking of dinosaurs and boxing, Bud Crawford and Manny Pacquiao in June, guys.
I'm good. I'm gonna tell you right now. I
Manny
already know
Pacquiao
they're
was
going.
43 years old.
Let me tell you something. I'm just gonna let everybody know this right now. I do support the culture and the sport of boxing because I love it. However, I will not be paying for my pay per view for this. If they are going to make this pay per view, which I know that they are, do you know what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to string that shit for free, and I'm gonna have a smile on my face as I do it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But man, why is it taking so long for Spencer? But is this Bud's little tune-up fight before the Spence fight? Or they like what's going on with
No, I
that
think
shit?
it's the tune up, and I think like Bud knows that after this fight, that's it. Like at the most he will have after this is exactly no, it is garbage. But I think at the most we will have is a rematch, and then Bud is done. Spence is big enough where he can move up a weight class. Bud Crawford is not. Bud is just about done.
But you know what's crazy though? Like I don't got Bud knocking Pacquiao out. I think it may go the distance.
It is gonna go the distance.
Yeah, of course, it's Pacquiao fighting. You think he don't want that money for his country? Like, come on, man. You know who he is? I think he gets more money just off of face value.
Talk about
Hell
it.
yeah. You know, he like what he like a senator, a president, or something like that.
Yeah,
Something
he's
like
something
that. I
like
just
that.
didn't want to say the wrong thing. But
Yeah.
anything. But if anything, like him getting in the ring, it's pretty much like a privilege to the other fighter.
It is. Talk about it.
It's an
Talk about
easy fight. It's an easy fight.
talk about it.
It's money,
Talk about it.
but just a status. It's a
Talk about
privilege
it.
just getting in the ring. So
Talk
But
about
I
it.
mean, I don't know. Also, I won't be paying for the shit either. But
No.
also, I will watch it.
majority rules. I won't. Go ahead.
I will watch it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's okay.
I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna.
Pacquiao just beat somebody that was undefeated.
Who
And
did he
then
beat?
also, it's like,
He beat Thurman.
wasn't what did we
Oh yeah, he did
talk
beat Keith
about?
Thurman.
Didn't we talk about Crawford actually fighting somebody that he needs to fight?
Yes, needs to be spent. It ain't.
Yeah,
It Benko and
that's it.
Pacquiao.
That's it. That is the end game.
Is he still with his camp, or did he leave yet? Because I heard that
No,
he was
Bob
supposed to
Arum
leave.
still got him under contract. That's
I
why the
know
Okay,
fight
that.
ain't happening. I think
okay.
it's all Bob Arum's fault. I hate two things about this. People always try to flip it like Spence is ducking when it's
Yeah.
obviously the other way around. And the other thing I hate is I don't know who's these delusional motherfuckers, but they say Bud Crawford is the biggest draw in boxing. When you just mentioned a bigger draw to him, which is Manny Pacquiao at fucking 43 years old. He ain't a
Mm-hmm.
bigger draw than Spence. And everybody in the fucking world should know that Canelo is the biggest draw in boxing, period. Not even close.
Exactly.
And he can speak English now. That's even scarier.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't get that shit at all. Bud is the biggest draw in boxing. He's like
Mm-hmm.
fourth.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that joint's going to be for free for me too.
Yep. I'm gonna pay the free 99 for it. Only way. I I guess the most that I would do as far as I guess somewhat paying for is maybe go to a titty bar and watch it. Um, yeah, that's about it. Titty bar is showing it. Obviously, I'll pay
Hey,
in there.
just let me know, and let me know if you got a booth or something. If it's free drinks all night. Before a
Here
certain
we
time,
go. This
I'd definitely be in
nigga
there.
here. This nigga here. You funny. You real funny.
Talk that
They
shit.
said it best. I only fight people who have whole countries behind them, pretty much. And we know that what's name had an entire country behind him. Canelo. We know Pacquiao did. But who the hell did Andre Berto have behind him? Like, come on now. Nobody.
I was saying he like Haitian or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Nobody thinking about
He
his
got
ass.
his ass whipped. That's target practice for Floyd.
Easy fight.
Definitely an easy fight. All right, what's next, gentlemen? We're gonna talk about Quavo and Sweetie. Go ahead and make that
Oh no.
banner.
Before we get here, let me hold on. Before you do this, let me
Uh-huh.
go ahead and shout out to my man. That was yesterday. And I'm gonna say it because a lot of people actually forgot.
Okay.
It's been 2 years since he's been deceased, and it's been 2 years since a lot of people hopped on this bandwagon, and there's not even
Talk
familiar
about
with.
it. Talk about
Rest
it.
in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
Yes.
That's it. The marathon continues. You're absolutely right, sir. Literally, and that's a funny thing. Everybody, like you said, when he died, oh, Nipsey was great. Nipsey was this. He was an entrepreneur. He was this. He bought back the block. He did all this. I'm like, all right, give me 5 Nipsey songs. Well, he made the music, but he was just a better person outside the music and all. So you clout chasing like everybody else for likes on your page. How did that work out for you? Are you famous yet? No, you still the same piece of shit that's sitting at home right now, still living in the same place, and your bank account is probably still the same. Negative zero, negative $20.
But you know what's cool though?
And then,
Respect to the culture for keeping his name alive like it is. Sometimes he doesn't seem like he's gone. His name do live on out here.
That's showing salute to him because they keeping his name alive, and it's not like the industry. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, it's not like the record label is doing it like the industry is because
Yeah.
he was independent. Like he
Yeah.
became
I don't know.
100%
I can
independent.
say I don't know 50-50 because the only reason I say this
Uh-huh.
so randomly, I was actually playing a playlist on Apple Music,
Uh-huh.
and now they have a feature. After you play your playlist, they go to most common songs.
Uh-huh.
A lot of Nipsey Hussle songs came onto my playlist out of the blue, and
Gotcha.
and this was the day before yesterday, and I was just like, damn, I was like, I ain't listening to this in a brick,
Oh yeah,
because
I get
like
what you're
it's only a
saying. The
couple of
old
songs,
song. I get what you're saying. The
right?
old songs
And
when
I'm
he
just
was
like,
signed, they
oh,
keeping those alive. Yep.
and I'm like, where did this come from? I'm like, all right. And then I did my
They played shit
research
from the Slauson
and I'm
mixtape.
like, oh, it's been 2 years since he passed.
Yeah.
Now this makes sense because I went on Spotify. Same thing happened.
Uh-huh.
You know, I went on to a playlist and then this song started coming up, and I was just like, wow. I was like, oh, okay. And now I see the kind of agenda, like kind of the push, but I'm kind of torn in between because I know how Lauren London was and the people that he had behind him. I don't know if that was they push for this because of
Uh-huh.
these upcoming names, or was it the industry capitalizing off of this
Yeah, because I mean,
because they knew
honestly,
what
but I
It's always a little bit of both. They still got Biggie and Tupac playlists on the days of their death and their birthdays.
yeah, honestly, what I think needs to happen. First of all, I don't understand why this song just isn't being pushed more. Because to me, it's one of the best songs of 2021, and what it feels like that song, that shit right there, like both of them
Yeah,
was in a bag. Like when I
yeah.
literally went back and listened to like what Nipsey was saying, obviously I was so excited about Jay and I went to Jay and like what he was saying, I was like, yo, Jay killed this verse. But like I went back to Nipsey's and I was just like, yo, Nipsey
He killed
killing
it.
his shit too. I was
Yeah.
like, they both just like murdered this song. Like this is literally one of the best songs, period, in 2021.
Let me ask you this though: if he was still around doing music actively and everything, where you think he'd be in the game? We think he'd be top five, top 10?
Yeah, he'd be top five, top 10. Oh yeah, and this is another thing too. Big Russ, I hope you listening. Because he's one of the main ones who has a problem with this individual that I'm about to speak on. So can anybody tell me who Nipsey was actually working on music with and was about to come out with a album slash mixtape with before his untimely demise?
Meek Mill.
Yep. So yeah,
they
him and that Meek album or mixtape, that shit would have been fire. Absolute fucking fire.
Yeah,
You can say uh-huh. It would have been fire.
yeah, Nipsey would have carried it.
And honestly, salute
I said
to
my
Meek.
drink. You know what? That's like I ain't even gonna lie to you. Back in the day when Gucci and Future came out with a mixtape, and people didn't know who the fuck Future was.
Hmm.
The whole time, nigga, Future Jack carried that jump. To me, I will only admit that just because like I know how that mixtape was, and then I know Future presence. But Future carried the shit out that jump. Now on this jump, like they would have went to meet, but Nipsey would have probably killed that shit.
Oh yeah, he would have carried it. He would have carried it.
Sir,
It'd be like Watch the
y'all
Throne.
gotta stop,
It'd
sir,
be like
sir,
Watch the Throne because
sir. Y'all
Kanye was
gotta
Jack
stop
Carey and
disrespecting.
Jay Watch the Throne.
Y'all
You
gotta
said
stop
what?
disrespecting Meek Mill like this. Y'all have to
Kanye
stop.
was Jack Carey and Jay
Stop
Watch the
Man,
Throne.
disrespecting Meek.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Meek Mill came out with that one surprise album after back to back when he came out with an I think it was a mixtape and album that was
What
trash.
Wisdom
DC
And
losses.
four?
then
Shit,
and
DC
then
four was actually fire. The thing was,
no,
people
it was
just
trash. It was the same shit. And nigga
Yeah.
no.
rolling my wrist. I'm rolling through the bricks. I'm
It don't matter. Hey,
this
guess what?
like
Hey,
nigga.
guess what? And at the end of the day, it was fire.
I'm good.
DC four was fire. So you telling me? Hold on. So you telling me blue? So you telling me Blue Notes was trash?
No, he said his flow period is trash.
This flow
Nah,
period was
You
trash.
know his
nah.
flows. You know his flow job was
Until
repetitive
he
as
Meek,
switched
a
up
Meek
them
is
motherfucker.
lyrics
fire.
and started
Meek
talking
is
about some
fire.
real shit, nigga, I was tired. I was
He's
tired
fire.
of the
Fire.
same lyrics. It was
Fire.
like I was
Tony
listening to
Story.
He
Paul
was Paul
Wall
Wall
from
posted up,
Paul Wall. Yeah, I was about to say that. He's Paul Wall from
rolling
Philly.
your
No,
wrist.
He's
no.
OJ the Juice Man from
No,
Philly.
Meek.
Okay.
Meek is fire. Don't disrespect Meek like
Did he
that,
just
dog.
say the juice man from Philly?
Don't disrespect Meek like
Quarter
that,
brick
dog.
have 6 cell phones and they still chirping. That was Meek Mill, yeah.
Meek fire. Plain and simple. Fire. Meek is fire.
Wizard losses was good. I will always give you wizard losses. The rest,
Championships was good.
it was decent.
Wins and losses. Was it wins and losses or was it champions? It
Wizard
was one of
losses
the
was
two.
fire.
All right, it has to been wins and losses because champions it didn't do it for me. That was the one right before that, right?
It was
Championships. No,
alright.
no, no,
It
no,
was
no, no,
alright.
no. Championships was his latest album. That's the one that sold, I think, 250,000 the first week. But again, I digress from
Oh
that. But
no, that was the commercial jump because he had who on his single?
it was
Yeah,
Who
with
did he
Jay
have
on
on
the
his
sing.
single?
it was
Who did he
Jay
Jay
have
and
and
on his
Ross.
single?
Jay and
All right
Ross.
then.
Jay and
Jay
Ross.
and
Fuck.
Ross.
Yo. Why did they get sold? Come on, man.
Because Unos and Doodles babies wasn't it?
No, but that intro was fire though. When he sampled
He would never
what
beat
it
his
was.
first intro.
What?
He would never beat his first intro if you talk about intros.
I mean, of course not. I mean
Nah,
that intro was
it was
legendary, but
one.
Meek,
It was
but to me,
one.
Meek is the king of intros, plain and simple. If you go to all the Dream Chaser mixtapes and all that, he's the king
Not all
of
of them.
intros. All of them. Every last
Not all
one.
of them.
Name me a bad intro that he did. Because I'm
He
leaning
gave
on
me
what
one.
he.
DC4.
First of all, yeah. First of all,
DC4. The
yeah,
whole joke,
DC4
God.
intro was nice. But I'm leaning with Travis Scott. Like that shit was fire. I think that was DC2 or DC3. That shit was fire, bro. Come on, man. And he had Travis Scott on there. He was one of the ones giving Travis a look when everybody was trying to shit on Travis and say, oh, he's not versatile enough as a rapper and all that. That I'm leaning shit, bruh. Fire. Nigga had Diddy narrate one of his intros and everything. Come on, dog. Don't disrespect me like that. Y'all have to stop with this. Y'all have to stop. Like, for real. I get that
I
he
gave
does
you
corny
one.
things. Here's
I
the thing.
gave you one.
I know. Here's the thing. I get it. I know he does corny stuff. He acts like
It's
a
his
DMV
flow.
dude.
That's all. It's his flow. Like a lot of niggas ain't like Lloyd Banks, voice, but his shit was fire. Everything he did was fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a deficiency he had. He doesn't know how to switch up his flow often.
I disagree with that too, because he can definitely switch up his
Hey,
flow. He's not
you
he's not the
cannot.
baby. He's not the baby or Meg the Stallion out here. Like, come on, man. He's not.
Vocal projection had changed, but his flow
Yeah.
pattern is always the same. Now Meg and the baby, they do the same thing on every song. I bet you go in the studio and you match songs together. Now the wave is different.
Yeah, probably not. But
Seriously.
when Meek, I think when Meek gets his projection and like him screaming on the tracks, I've actually heard him rap fast, and then I've also heard him like rap slow. What Meek is, I just think that it's his projection and his voice that gets on people's nerves. Like
That's exactly what it
yeah,
is.
yeah. That's what
That's
it is.
exactly
People
what it
don't
is.
like his projection, but overall, if you really listen to him, bro, Meek, Ron Meek is fire.
He has his moments.
He does.
He has his moments. And I will always take his side on the Drake beef because he did win the war.
Oh, of course, definitely. He lost the battle horribly.
Oh, he lost it big time. I mean, that nigga got a Grammy off that shit.
Exactly. He lost
I'm
the
disappointed.
battle horribly.
I'm disappointed. Okay.
But the war, he definitely won the war because now, even after all this time, people now are calling Drake an artist. Obviously, his core fan base will still say he's one of the greatest rappers, but he lost the whole MC title with me once we found out about Quentin. Once we found out about that, that's it. Done deal.
But that doesn't even matter though. Drake is still fucking number one, making plenty of money and riding
That's what I'm
around
saying.
like
That's
he's
what
the
I'm saying.
fucking president.
That's why I said exactly. That's why I said he's one of the greatest artists ever. And
So-
speaking of Drake, first of all, it's two things that came across today, and I'm sorry, y'all, that I want to interject with this. My apologies, but it's two things that's going on right now. Well, I'm trying to just ask people, what the fuck? Like, do you have a death wish? So first off, the woman who sat up there who smacked one of Drake's security at his mansion with a metal pole and then tried to get in there, like attack him with a knife. Man, why did you even think that you were going to get close? You didn't even get past the gate, man. You didn't. So what happened? Drake smashed. You thought that you was going to get your rent paid and everything. He just told you to keep it moving. Was that what it was? Because I'm just trying to figure out, like, do you have a death wish? That man, literally, his mansion alone is like $30 million or something like that. His Toronto mansion, and you thought that you were just going to get in there. You just thought that you were going to get past the gate and everything was going to be okay. I'm confused. Like, you lucky that you didn't lose your life. Let me tell you something. The day when, I get my money together and, obviously I'm going to tell my security, you all are armed for a reason. If you need to shoot somebody, if they don't care about my life, clearly they don't care
This
about
man.
theirs. Take them out.
Okay, Hitler.
Take them
You
out.
gonna have
Take them
people
out.
just bodies burned up in your backyard, huh?
Take them out.
He called that nigga Hitler. Fucking Fight
Don't call me no
Club.
goddamn him. Don't call me no goddamn
Man.
Hitler. Okay.
Fight Club.
Call me no
I
goddamn
stuck,
Hitler.
I stuck
call
that
me
in
no
there, right?
Yeah,
Don't call me no
yeah.
goddamn Hitler. Don't call me no goddamn Hitler.
I had to make sure you heard that.
Yeah. Don't call me no goddamn Hitler, dude. All right.
Just
All
go
right.
ahead and get it done, okay?
Yeah, but
Whoever.
but in all honesty, do what you got to do. If you need to shoot somebody, shoot them.
No, yeah,
You
that's
need to
not
beat
cool.
somebody.
All right, so what if it's like a 15-year-old and they look like 36? Just done.
Basically, your ass is what you saying. Okay,
That's
because
fucked up.
at 15, you was looking 40. Okay.
I mean, with the full beard, maybe. I don't know.
Nigga was gradual bad
Put
boys
on,
too.
Nah,
put
I
on
mean,
a can.
obviously,
Look, put
I
on
mean,
a Kango and a
listen,
silk
listen.
shirt. You know what I'm saying? I might
my
can get
thing
it
is,
in.
yeah. Let me tell you
Put
something.
on
If I
some Kenneth
don't know
Coles
you,
real quick.
that's it.
Kid of the coast.
Exactly. Now, look, I'm just gonna say this. Well, I get what you're saying, Zeus. At the end of the day, guess what? I am the bank, so it's time to protect me. That security would not have a job if it was not for me. So again, you do what you
Man.
have to do to neutralize that person. I don't
He
want to
said
know.
neutralize.
Neutralize them.
All right,
Do
that's
what
a
you
better
have to
word.
do.
I respect that more than
All right.
just what he said before. He was just
All
like,
right,
man,
that's
off
fine.
that man.
Neutralize that person. Do what you got to do. And then the second thing, so what's her name? Kourtney Kardashian had to relocate homes. She basically got to move out of her mansion because of a guy who threatened to kill her and then came to the mansion with a weapon and was trying to get in there. Her security was able to stop it. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't get what the fuck is going on with people. What's in the air? I don't know if it's the way the moon is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But like, motherfuckers gotta get it together, man. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, me, when I get my bag, first of all, I'm gonna try
You
to be
think
as low key as
you
possible.
think the
But
ring bling is starting back up?
it's something that's happening. Something is happening because these motherfuckers are tripping today. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not going for it. Especially, at least with Kourtney, I don't think Kourtney has children. But like Drake, think about it, bro. You in there with your son, you in there with Adonis, and you chilling, and then some motherfucker, some woman comes and hits your security over the head with a metal pipe, and then take out a knife, talking about she gonna cut me while my son is there. Neutralize that bitch. Do what you got to do, and I'm
This
gonna make
really
sure.
happened?
Yeah, bro, it really happened, and I know Mr. Fleming is probably still watching, so he could probably give more insight on it in the comment section or something. But yeah, yes, it is a
Somebody
true
might
story.
say that it's an April Fool's joke. I don't know.
Nah, I promise you, it's not an April Fool's joke. This was
You know,
reported
so
before
why does
April
she? All
Fool's.
right, this is what I want to know.
That's the thing. I
Why?
want to know the why. I
But
don't know the
why?
why. That's the problem. I'm gonna be honest with you, sir. That's what I don't know. It's the why because I'm confused. I'm just as confused as you are as to why she thought, number one, that she was going to be able to come in and get past his security. And here's the thing, ma'am, do you know
It's like
martial arts?
crazier than the
Are
chick
you
that had the
brutally?
Drake name on her forehead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Wow.
I remember that. That was the thing,
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I
and
don't
that
know if
actually
Drake.
started a trend.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this: I don't know if Drake, took her out on a date, romanced her very well, and she thought that like, hey, like they were going to get married or something like that. But honey, what you have to understand is you're messing with a celebrity. They have different women in just about every city in every country that they toured. Okay, you're no different. You're not. Okay, you're no different. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah, so at the end of the day, you have to take what you can get at the moment. If he gave you dick and said that, hey, I'll buy you a new Birkin bag or I'll buy you a new Louis bag, just accept the bag and then just keep it moving. Take that bag, put it up online, sell it, and then get some money to pay your rent and everything. But he's not gonna marry you. He's not. It's just not gonna happen. It's not. In this society today, nobody's in a rush to get married. It's too much pussy out here.
And the game is so easy.
And the game is so easy. All you got to do,
You speaking
literally,
from
the
a
the.
you speaking from a male perspective or just like overall? Like it's just,
I'm just speaking of overall people in general. First of all, social media has made a lot of us numb to things, numb to situations. People literally have very little regard for life now. And then when you desire something, the fact that it's literally a DM away, especially when you have money, it's difficult to commit to just one. Because guess what? Just as soon as you think that you found the one that you love her, guess what happens? You go on the timeline, and then it's like, damn, but her titties sit up like this, her ass sit like this. All right, I want to see what it's hitting on. Let me hit
It
her
is
up and see what's
it
good.
is crazy because like women these days it's like Build a Bears and shit.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's build a bear. Guess what? No, no, no. I mean, you're absolutely telling the truth. It is. They are like build a bears because it's like, all right, this one be like, okay, all right, her ass look a little weird. She did it the cheap way. All right, let me go find this shorty. She actually did it good. It looked more natural on her. All right, I want to go holler at her, or I want a chick who got some big ass double F titties or something like that. All right, let me go holler at her. Like it's literally and the thing is, society just got everybody fucked up on like what the perfect woman is.
yeah, all right. That I can agree with. Okay, out of everything that you said, that makes perfect sense. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you, society has fucked up a lot of things in judgment.
Hmm.
Like you don't even have your own opinion anymore. It's more of what's
Exactly.
the favorable opinion. So you have to
It's
go with
strange.
that.
Let me tell you something. And I know we've all seen this, and I'm not trying to spend a whole bunch of time on it. Sorry, y'all. But the
Oh
thing
no
is,
no no!
I've
Go
seen
ahead and
people.
vent, man. Talk your
Yeah,
shit, nigga. I'm
that's real
listening.
talk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, and like, here's
This
another
is a
thing too.
perfect transition.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll see somebody put a post out, right? And then nobody will comment. But as soon as one or two people comment about how they should, like what their view is, then everybody goes with their popular opinion and then continues to talk about, oh yeah, you know what, you right. I was saying this and that. No, like, how do you really feel about it?
Yeah. More people are afraid to go against the grain now.
They are because everybody doesn't want to get canceled, and everybody's so worried about if I'm. Let me tell you something. I could care less if my DMs blow up from people trying to threaten me because I have an opinion on something. At the end of the day, most of these people are just what they are. They're people over the internet that is just threatening. That's all they're doing. That's it. They're not
Nah,
actually going to do
people
anything.
crazy.
I mean, people
Hey,
are crazy.
people don't have a life. We
They
was just
don't.
talking about one that just jumped over the fence and knocked the person over the head with a pole. So like we can't talk about just people just gonna be in the DMs. Just saying. Like shit happens. Don't let them be in your own backyard. They're gonna be right around the corner. Like, you know what? I remember I seen you going to Dunkin' Donuts. Like, just saying. You gotta be prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yes, you always have to stay on your toes. Absolutely, because there's always somebody out there trying to get you. But honestly, the majority of these people, they not really about what they talking about. They're not. They if it actually came down to it, half of the stuff they talking about, they wouldn't be able to do it.
I give you 50-50 because I'm about to say there's crazy online gamers that'll probably go ahead and just make what was the little thing that was going on? And then now you can get
Oh,
sued for that shit. When they send like the raid squad to your house and
yeah,
they
they get
actually
your
Yeah,
IP
it's
address.
squatting. It's squatting or something
squatting,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
squatting.
So
Yeah,
like even with that, just going to like DMs, like we have people that can literally ruin people's lives just because they
Easy.
don't have anything else to do and they just don't like your personal opinion. Like it's sad.
It's people that literally off themselves because of online bullying.
yeah. I mean, here's the
Yeah.
thing. I'm not going. Here's the thing. I'm
It's
not gonna
not
go
even
into deep.
online bullying. Nah, it's not even that. It's just like I'm just worried of people that's just going in and attack these DMs. Like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, you say you good, you know what I'm saying? But like, what if it be this guy that you just seen at the gas station? He's like, you know what? I seen this guy at the gas station. Now he talking about me and my problems. He probably a cold simp, but you want to be an alpha female and he don't respect it because you know why?
Mhm.
His woman watching you and she like this shit. Now he's mad and he's in your inbox, and then you want to go get gas one day, and next thing you know, your gas is rigged.
Well, if
I'm
you
just
fill it up
saying,
your car, you're spraying with the gas tank and then light a
right?
match.
Like anything can happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
No,
I
I
don't
mean
know.
you're right.
Like
You're right.
Yeah.
I
there's
mean,
always
and
pros and cons. We just not gonna say that there you cannot just negate anybody from your DM. Like fuck that shit. I
that's
take
true.
all that shit serious.
That's true.
Yeah.
I give you that. I will.
Yeah.
I give you that.
It's
And the
pros and
thing
cons
is,
to everything.
yeah. And the thing is, all right. So here's what I'll say, Zeus, and maybe you can agree with me on
Matter
this,
of fact,
or
no,
give me
Michael
your intake.
Rappaport. I was just about to say this. Michael Rappaport. He got
Okay.
scared because KD called him a bitch ass nigga, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna see you and your wife, and I'm gonna smack the shit out you in public. He probably got scared. You see what he did? You
You're
Yeah.
see
funny.
what he did?
First of all, he called anybody a bitch ass nigga. Y'all automatically supposed to wreck. And then he
Yeah.
said, when I see your wife, I'm smack the shit out of you in front of your wife.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. That I'm gonna tell you right now. That is. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like me, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Okay. Truth be told, I'm
Hey,
always on high alert because I've never wanted to be one of those guys who, like, what I've seen on the internet so much, which was these guys that get knocked out in front of their woman. Like at the end of the day, how are you gonna go home and then try to not necessarily dominate, but be the head of the household? You get what I'm
hey,
saying?
it was a bad
Obviously,
night
You
that
got
night.
your ass whipped. Don't say that.
exactly.
It was
Like
a bad
here's the
night that
thing.
night. See what happened
That's what I'm
was,
saying.
Yeah, I
That's what
had a
I'm saying.
bad night that night.
Yeah, and like here's the thing.
what
At
was
the
your
end,
I
antennas?
mean, every man wins something, lose something if you fight often. You know what I mean? But
I mean, I get
in
that,
front of your
but
woman do make it worse.
that's what I'm saying. And like here's the sad part. There's nothing wrong with taking an L, and I think like that's the problem with like this generation now. They so scared to take an L. Like that's why we have so much gun violence. But it's the way that you take the
Oh
L.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
like here's the
exactly.
thing. There's nothing wrong with you fighting, and then you know what, the guy get the best in you. You just like, all right, whatever, y'all call it quit. But like when you're not cold out and you land on the floor and your woman got to wake you up,
Smacking you
bro.
with shit.
That's tough. Because at that point, like what are you gonna do? You gonna go home? Oh, shut up! You know, lay down, suck my dick. You know all that. You can't dominate her at that point. She's seen you like, I mean, she a real one if she stick with you, but like that's just tough, man. It is like you lay flat
Mm-mm.
out.
They see it all the time.
We do, and that's what I'm saying. And I'm sure I would love to get another report on those relationships right now because I'm sure,
But you
I'm
notice in
sure a
most of
lot
the
of the people,
situation, it be somebody drunk, just
yeah,
rapping. Hold your
yeah.
liquor.
Or
Hold your liquor.
or you might just be out and having a good nah, because I didn't seen this personally with my own eyes. Just out.
Yeah.
Everybody they got they buddy it up
Hmm.
and chick seeing her brother and the brother was like, oh, I've been waiting to meet you. You've been ducking me. Cuz said something off the wall. She was like, bruh, no.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
he was on the ground. And I was just like, hey, look, that ain't even my man's. Like, she know my
Yeah.
lady. I know them.
yeah, yeah,
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna knock me out. I'm drunk. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
But
kick the
that's
shit
how it
out
is.
your ass.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. Now I ain't gonna
Exactly.
get knocked out today.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's
Nah.
what I'm saying. And again, there are other. And here's the thing: there are other women who still will stick around and all that. But again, those situations. How can I put this? I don't want to go into too much details. I want to put out some of my personal business, but it's just one of those where, yeah, you a real one for sticking around. And like his thing, again, every man takes an L, but like when your man constantly takes L's, okay,
mm,
and then he's still trying to talk to you crazy or do you crazy. Like at that point, yeah, like you got to realize like this nigga, he's not who he says he is. He's not.
I mean, I like has he won a fight? That's what I want to
That's
know.
what I'm saying. No, he hasn't. That's the problem. This person has never
All
won a
fights was
fight.
L's.
All fights was L's. The only
Everyone.
every last one was an L.
Nigga
And
was
yeah,
Glass Joe from Punch Out.
basically he would threaten her, but at the end of the day, him as far as like against another dude, no, he just wouldn't win. He just wouldn't.
All right.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things. So all right, we'll leave that at that. But speaking of altercations and everything, man, nice transition. Let's go ahead and talk about Quavo and Saweetie, man. Okay. Um, this one it's a tough one. and it is, and the reason why is because of this. You all know me, man. I've advocated on the show. At the end of the day, I do not condone any violence towards women or children. You a weak ass punk if you do that. Plain and simple. Like just plain and simple. You weak as shit if you do that. Um, but the Quavo and Sweetie situation, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've talked to a lot of women because I made sure that I've conferred with women and men on this one. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe it's the women's upbringing. A lot of it had to do with like what they went through. But the consensus, at least for the people that I've talked to, okay, and again, this does not represent TMS, but for the women that I've talked to and the people that I've talked to, majority of them have said that this is not as bad as the media is trying to make it seem. He didn't he didn't Ray Rice her. He didn't, smack her, punch her, anything like that. And to me, from the video, what I saw was this. There, to me, he got a notification, maybe on his phone or his Apple Watch. That phone might have been in that bag, and that's what she went for. And in the midst of that, he swung her, and then she fell down from being swung and just decided to stay down. Now we don't know what happened prior to, but that's what. Yeah,
I thought she was trying to take his PlayStation 5 from him.
I don't think it was that. I just think literally they had
No, it was over.
disagreement.
Yeah, it was over phone or something, text or something like that.
On Mary Had a Little Lamb, I thought the same thing. He just had the exclusive, and she was like, "Man, nah, I'm gonna take this PS5 back because like my girl got it." But no, seriously,
Yeah.
with that, I seen the whole bag situation. Like what I seen was basically it was an altercation, and she was trying to dip off with the orange bag. And he was like, "Nah, I'm not going for it." He grabbed the bag and was like, "Either you can get your ass in this elevator,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna leave you. Now, I'd rather you get in the elevator than we be outside in the hallway." From my knowledge, that was her old apartment or studio or wherever the fuck she was living at. So it makes more sense to get in the elevator than to be in the hallway making a fuss.
Hell yeah.
So the tussle went on. I seen her make a strike, a blow, or whatever, and he swung her in the elevator. Now, once he swung in the elevator, he didn't continue to hold her down, pin aggression, or any type of thing. He grabbed the bag that he was pursuing. He looked at her and was just like, how do we get here? Type shit. Kind of made me wonder, like, this could have been diffused, but I don't know. I just don't want to take up for a side. This is just what I see because, like, when I related to it, the people that I talked to, I was taking the side of the male and not the video because I had a lot of women from who I talked to was saying, "Oh, dreads would have got pulled out and ain't no man going to hit me and ain't going to touch me."
All right,
And
let's
I'm
get that
scared
straight. It was no hit. There was no hitting.
That's what I'm saying. There wasn't, as far as I know, that there was no hitting.
Well, she might have hit him. He didn't hit her.
I was about to say that's what some of the speculation was, that she actually hit him, and then he
I seen
showed
that.
some.
I mean, at the end of the day, he showed a sign of aggression, and if you're the media, that'll be easy to flip. Was that the first time he lost control? Because let's be honest, he kind of lost control for a second, and then he caught himself. Because what I mean, it wasn't just a pull in the elevator, let's talk, baby. It was like, bitch, why you fuck with my shit type? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, and
that
to go ahead.
No, go ahead, Zeus, go.
Nah, to be real, if you're trying to protect your possessions, and I can only imagine what this is. All right, we said this was like what was this dated back a year ago?
Yeah, like that's another thing too. It's back in 2020, so I'm just like,
So
I'll share my
convenient.
final thoughts. Yeah, I'll share my final thoughts. Go ahead.
All right, so this is a year ago. So I'm thinking a year ago, we talking about either the Birkin bags or my man does this, like because that video came about like a year ago, right?
Yeah.
So this is about around the same time when this video came out, and I mean, I can only be like as a male that provide for everything, and if a chick plays me some type of way and would try to take my shit after I'm providing you something, I will want that in my possession. Well, you're not going to just run off with my shit. So if anything, if you're trying to steal from me, I will try to protect my possession. Now, once you're hitting me and making this public, I don't want to be the bad guy and have to explain myself.
Mhm.
So I think that's how this all started. Whatever that bag was, that was his, and she was trying to take it.
Yes, that is
Mhm.
universally. We all agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely. There was something in that bag that she was trying to take, and he was just like, "Yo, you can't have this bag right now." Like I said, I don't know if the phone was in there, whatever. But literally, like the women I talked to, just like, "Yeah, I've been there. This wasn't that bad at all. Like this was nothing actually. I did this and that." And like I said, I don't want to take a side in it because we need to see the full detail. I'm just gonna be honest with you,
Yeah,
man.
if it was
We're
audio, it'd be different too. We don't know what was said or what was done.
mm-hmm,
We just seen they were fighting over something.
exactly. But here's the problem that I have. It's these celebrities, man. First of all, I'm sorry, but I'm about to go on a little tirade for like just give me 2 minutes. Number
Oh
one,
no,
I'm
go ahead.
tired of.
Talk your shit.
Number one, first of all, I'm tired of the bullshit and people just doing things to, I guess, for the press. And what I mean by that is, first of all, let's talk about even Saweetie and Quavo. Like you went on Justin LeBoy, so you went on there. Now all of a sudden, there's rumors of the Migos caught Justin LeBoy beat the shit out of him, and then this
That's
video comes out after you all conveniently break up. Now, mind you, this video has been held in an archive for a year, and all of a sudden, it just comes out after you all break up. Obviously, the Migos are working on Culture 3, so this will any publicity is good publicity. Saweetie is probably working on something, some type of music or something. I'm sure she'll come out with an
well,
album
that
or
probably was held for blackmail. You never know. This is like an episode of Ray Donovan.
yeah, it could have been. And then so here's another example of the bullshit that goes on. So we have all this that's going on with Kourtney Kardashian, right? So, when somebody came to her house and, she's so traumatized and everything. And again, I want her to be safe because again, violence against women, I don't condone it. We don't condone it here at TMS. However, it's just convenient to me that this is the final season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So you got Kanye and Kim getting divorced. You have allegedly, her not being safe at her home. Oh my gosh, ratings gonna go through the
That's a
roof this
Oh,
repeated.
you gotta
final
go
That's a
back in
season.
the
repeated
day when Kim
factor.
got
That's a
robbed too in
repeat.
purse.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
Yep,
It's a repeated. This is a repeated factor. Like, come on now.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
then
So
also
I don't know. I
Courtney
believe the
go ahead.
divorce
was
though.
getting a
Kanye was
divorce.
trying to get out for a minute. Kanye was
No,
trying to
but
get
not
out for a
though.
minute.
The same fucking shit. Courtney was getting a
Mm-hmm.
divorce, and then Kim got robbed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, when Scott was doing this thing, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so that's the thing. It's time to make the ratings skyrocket for this final one. Get all the ratings they can. Make this last bag. Keep it moving.
That ain't the last bag.
I mean, I'm saying that the last bag from the TV series. Obviously, that family is just lucrative. Anything that they touch, anything that they do, they just automatically they
Kim
just
ass
get money.
made it that way. Ray J. Dick and Kim ass made it that way.
Sure did. Yeah, but to me, man, it's
I
crazy.
want to
Like I
say
said,
I wouldn't be appalled if Chris Jenner was behind that, but go ahead.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. But yeah, like I said, it's all a storyline to me. Obviously, I'm glad that, and I hope that throughout their relationship, Saweetie was actually like physically abused. But again, they had their breakup. But like with these celebrity relationships now, I don't even believe that a lot of them are authentic. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't. That's just like another thing that was weird to me. So Serena Williams just had a interview on ESPN Plus. Do you know who was interviewing her?
No.
Her ex, Common.
Oh,
What?
I'm about to say, sweetie. It's like
Oh,
No,
no,
Serena.
no. I was just being an
yeah,
asshole.
yeah, but like Common was interviewing Serena Williams on ESPN Plus.
Interesting. Why is
Very
Common
interesting.
on there?
That's what I'm trying to figure out
He
too,
should be
sir.
making better music than that last piece of shit he dropped.
Exactly.
I mean, Maybe white people. Well, okay, not white people. Maybe the Jewish people. Not the Jewish people.
No,
Maybe
no, don't.
maybe the people have found out that toxicity is the way to go in television.
That could be
I
it.
mean, it was the way to go since Jerry Springer show, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The attitude era in wrestling. It's
Yeah.
Now,
been the way to go forever.
but you know why that didn't pop off, right?
What, the Jerry Springer show?
I mean, it was decent, for regular TV,
It's a
but
phenomenon.
everything's pay per view now. I mean, those are regular people. What's better than having regular people? Well, let's have like idols and people of interest, quote unquote, that everybody's worshiping right now that
Mm-hmm.
had billions of followers. Let's not get into their personal life and then interrupt their piece and put it
Yeah.
on that platform.
Also,
I
it's the
mean,
trolling era too.
that'd be better, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, speaking of trolling, go ahead, Mr. Jones. Actually, Lil Nas X, man, came out with some teamed
Ooh
up with
wee.
Mischief. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Miley Cyrus actually had a pair on her IG, but Nike was actually able to get a cease
Season
and
of this.
exactly. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. They got that order, so now they can't ship out the rest of those pairs of Nikes. But like, here's the problem that I have with this. You're lit. We have people who customize shoes all the time. We have people that when they customize these shoes, they turn around and sell them for their profit. So because this is getting negative press, Nike wants to stop it. But then when they made the Jesus shoes a year or two ago, or a couple years ago, those weren't stopped. Uh, but I guess
When
it's
they
literally the
capitalize
press.
off of Colin Kaepernick and
Yeah,
all his
when they
merchandise,
capital exactly that wasn't
they didn't
Black
stop it.
Lives Matter and all that. By the way, that movement is definitely dying out, but we'll save that for another conversation for another day. Black Lives Matter. It is.
I'm
It's
so
dying.
glad that's died out because that shit. I mean, just to be black within his own, it was full of shit. Because I didn't see anything that came from it. Please,
Exactly. And a
if
lot of the
anybody that
families.
has a problem, if I'm being ignorant, please let me know that I am. But
Well, you got to
if
specify.
not,
We talking about the organization, not the movement, I guess.
Exactly. Exactly. We're talking about the
yeah, the
organization. The reason why,
organization. Thank you.
yeah, and the thing is, there's so many families that's actually spoken out amongst us and said, hey, like, they done made all this money, they done generated all this money, and guess what? My family, we still struggling. We ain't able to pay our bills. We're not even able to survive. But yet, Black Lives Matter has made all of this money
Well,
off of our child's death or our family member's death.
so the whole George Floyd thing, we know the family got a huge ass settlement, but did the Fed even go to jail?
Well, the trial is still going on. Eric Chauvin, his trial is still going on right
What's
now.
the
So we don't
trial
know.
about it? It's on tape.
I
He
get
was
that, but
knee on his
sir,
neck for 8 minutes. What the
sir,
fuck?
sir, everybody, according to this country, everybody has the right to a fair trial.
Yeah, the longer it is, the less chance he going in. We just seen this before.
Pretty much. I'm not
And
honestly.
then
I'm not even
also, and
very
and
hopeful.
not to sound harsh, but if when it's worse, a dead man, it's easier to go ahead and get off the hook.
Yeah,
Hmm.
dead man can't take the stand. You're right.
Yep. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. When his family
I hate to
received
say
the
it, but
largest,
No, it's real.
yeah, no, but here's the thing. When his family received the largest settlement in U.S. history, already knew what was happening. Already knew. And honestly, I doubt Eric goes to jail. I doubt it. I
now
seriously do. I doubt it.
he gonna get some time. It's just like how little time is gonna make it
Exactly.
look
It'll
good.
be yeah, it'll be 2 years. He'll be out in a year and a half on good behavior.
That
Yep.
dude might get community service, bro, and probation,
Yep.
if
Mm-mm.
anything.
If he get community service
Because
or
after the
probation,
Trayvon shit, I don't believe anything. That was crazy.
if they get
I've been
community
watching that
service
joint
and
now.
probation, his family has to disappear. That's the only way
What
that's
is
gonna
it?
happen.
Red? You ain't
And
hearing from them no
and
more.
and just to be real with you, I don't know how the fuck we got here when Quavo and Sweetie is still on the banner. but okay.
Sorry, sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. No, no, we were just saying how obviously there's a script or yeah, to me there's a script with everything.
Yeah,
I got you.
the world is a storyline. We all just playing 2K.
Yep.
Try and create a better us, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. That makes sense.
All right. Yeah. I mean, what else? Talk about rapping for. I guess we gotta talk about Godzilla versus Kong or whatever
Oh
it is.
man,
Yeah.
King Kong. Okay,
King
All
King
right.
Kong.
Kong.
That
All right,
is an
gentlemen.
MMA fighter. They threw a Superman punch. I done see Godzilla do an arm drag, a Japanese arm drag, by the way. Like,
I
these
mean, they
dudes are
had to
really
make it.
doing
You
MMA.
know,
They fought in a cage called Hong Kong.
Okay.
That shit was a UFC fight.
what made it so bad? As much destruction that it was having, I was like, yeah, how many people died? Like
Me too.
nobody
At
actually
least
worried about that. I was just
damn
like,
near,
yeah,
damn near a billion.
had to, because
Whole militaries get taken out of the water.
Hong Kong has endless shitloads of people. Like it's tight as it is, so it's like destroying these buildings and going down these sidewalks. I know it's countless people dying, like by
They
the
done
hundred.
dug the earth like 10 miles at one point.
Okay.
Like, all right, that threw me off, but just that's off some other
I ain't
scientific
gonna lie.
shit.
I ain't seen that much destruction to a city since Man of Steel, bro.
Hmm.
Uh,
They fucking
Nah.
destroyed Hong Kong.
That shit was done. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. And then like it's not like they small individuals. It's not like it's like Superman and Batman fucking up a city. No, these are fucking titans. Like they're tall as these statues and hovering over them and just smashing each other face in with no remorse. For like my like I don't know. Maybe two steps will probably be like what, a mile and a half, maybe two.
And they was all on streets, stepping on cars. They just squished them.
Cars, everything, just like nothing mattered. Like I know the city wasn't cleared in that time.
But one thing that was wild though, when that nigga King Kong jumped off the one building and hit that Superman punch, I said, "Who the fuck is choreographing this shit?" That dude,
Man, look,
you know how Anthony Pettis did the damn Showtime kick? That nigga jumped off the building and Superman punched King Kong. I said, "Get the fuck out of here!"
well, first of all, he was already like hostage in like a goddamn mega football stadium or
Yeah,
whatever the fuck they had him contained in. So
it was
with
one of
that,
the
he
soccer
was
stadiums in England. That's what that shit was. It was at the
man.
O2 Arena.
Man, something I don't know, but like the man was just camping out, and I'm sure they showed him some other wild ass shit. Like that nigga had to watch the wrestling or something. Like he had to go ahead and punch through something. It was like, hey, look, I see them wrestling over there. I'm gonna go ahead and try this shit out. Soon as I see the first nigga, I was Superman punch him in the face. Okay, and that was Godzilla. I ain't even
No,
gonna
when
lie to you.
Godzilla grabbed that man arm and threw him off the arm drag, dog, I was dying laughing when they was fighting because I'm like, they fight just like we do.
It kind of was, but like Godzilla, like for him to have short arms, like he had a lot of mobility. Like I was just like, man, this is
He
some
got up.
bullshit. Like
mm-hmm.
how the hell you got some damn little ass arms like this, but you grappling niggas and throwing punches? Like no, it ain't no way. Nah, come on, man. Yeah, they are
Now,
sizing it. They kind of gave Godzilla some superpower moves like
Oh yeah,
Superman.
Godzilla was dogging. And then it was the fucking Mega Godzilla. And like that didn't make sense to me. It's like all of a sudden he just overrides everything. All of a sudden he's like, no, I'm me.
Nah, so what it was, they took the source from the actual deep
The
earth.
last movie, the one with Brian Cranston. I know you're talking about.
No. Okay, well, all right. So yeah, Mega Godzilla, they had two skulls in it from what was that? The Ghidorah or whatever his name was. The one with the
Mhm.
three heads, right?
Yeah.
Now, the heads were so long, they had to use telekinesis to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
So like their brain was like a mass, or they just their generic, substance was like a supercomputer. So that's
Yeah.
why they used the skull
Uh huh.
and the Mega Godzilla.
Yes.
Mm.
Paperboy explained it. Shout out to Paperboy from Atlanta.
Exactly, Paperboy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When I
And
seen
they
him
had
in,
Eric from True Blood.
I was like, yeah. I seen a couple of people. I was like, all right, Eric. I was shout out to Eric, but nah, Paperboy John like surprised me as most, and especially him playing this character. Like he kind of played that role a little bit.
He was just typecasted though. It's like a black dude in a horror movie. That dude was the only one screaming and everything, while all the other people are so brave. He the one all the damn time.
Oh yeah, we all paranoid, and then we always had some tragic death. That's what leads us to go some type of crazy, but generic ass black girl. But anyway, so like he did pretty dope.
Yeah, he did.
But going back to that, that's how Mega Godzilla took control. Because basically, I don't want to say Ghidorah or whatever the fuck his name is, the dude with 3 heads. He wanted revenge from the last movie. He was like, all right, man, you killed me. Now I'm back alive. I got this whole little skeleton brain. I'm going to take control. I'm going to kill you this
He
time.
was beating the shit out of Godzilla too.
Yeah, he was. Like, that was payback. That's all it was. Like, that,
Yeah.
that man had a flashback and was like, all right, look, we about to get it in. Like, I am reborn.
Hey, Kong saved his ass. Cause whatever, like, oh yeah, Kong got a little axe too. That's like Thor shit after he lost the hammer.
Nah, so
Mm.
basically that axe was built from the ancestry, and then
Yeah.
from the old movies, I want to say he broke a piece of uh Godzilla's back
Tail. Right?
and
Yeah, it's back.
yeah, tail, and then tied it to the axe so that way he can use it.
Yeah, he was used as a shield. That nigga, but he started hitting combos and like, bro, like Gaza, like King Kong is a black belt in jujitsu, and he got to work weapons. That nigga is like Michael John White, 80 feet. Like, no, but
I
in
got
spite
you.
of all the jokes I'm making, all that, it's one of the better King Kong or Godzilla movies you ever see. It is. It's decent. It's passable if you into that shit.
It's not even passable. I think it's more decent because they
It's pretty
actually
good.
stayed into
Ain't Planet the
storyline,
Apes.
and they actually
Ain't fucking with Planet the Apes, but it's good.
you gotta think about Planet of the Apes. See, like Planet of the Apes is different. Like they had
That last
they
trilogy is
sequels.
fire.
They had sequels to come back to back. They didn't have two people to actually play a counterpart. Like they didn't have like humans and apes movie, and then had to make Planet of the Apes. Like it's just fucking Planet of the Apes. That's why it made it so much sense. It's one plot. This one you had to have King Kong have a decent movie and Godzilla. How many
Yeah,
fucking
and shout
Godzilla
out for
movies
them too.
came out and it was some shit?
A million. A million.
Mhm.
Exactly. So now with the King Kong, that Skong Island Jones took off. We was waiting like shit, but they
Yeah,
already
we
knew
had
what
two
they had
sequels
to
in
set
one.
up.
We had two sequels in one. We had a Godzilla sequel for the Joan Brad Cranston, and we had a Skull
Okay.
Island sequel all in one.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you. I
But
was never a fan of King Kong or Godzilla, but I guess I'll tune in and watch it when I get back in town.
If not anything, you gonna laugh at these niggas fighting each other because they fight like humans, bro.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
They fight
yeah.
like you. Like in the beginning, well, yeah, Godzilla tried to drown the nigga, had him in the air.
They gotta
Yeah,
stop
that's what I
this shit.
said. Godzilla was using cheat codes. Like,
That
why are you
nigga
trying to
could have
drown
been
them out
sleeping
though?
though.
Like if you drown them out, how you gonna bow down? Like, what happened
Come
to the
on, D.
respect level?
Come on, Debo. Stall him out.
Yeah, Godzilla was smart. It's like Godzilla was the smarter one, but King Kong had more skills with the hands. That's how I look
What,
at it.
what is the word? I think it's like tenacity or some shit like that. Like, I think King Kong was just more like,
Well,
nigga,
he was
I could
humanizing this
find
one.
more ways to fuck you out. Like, nigga, like
Mm.
I'm not about to just go ahead and take you out. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and do the
Whoa,
cheesy
whoa,
shit.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
gonna have
whoa, whoa,
fun
whoa,
while I
whoa,
take you out.
whoa, whoa, whoa. You just said something about fucking him out.
No. I'm saying I'm
Okay.
gonna fuck.
All right.
Like I'm not just about to fuck you up. Like whole time I'm gonna
Okay.
find
All
more
right.
creative
Okay.
ways to take
All
Yeah,
you
right.
out.
because at one point he threw a plane at that nigga.
He threw a what?
He
Yeah, he
threw a
did.
plane at that nigga. A whole plane, like this big to his ass, and threw that motherfucker like a dart.
Gotcha.
Like the destruction is like it's world class destruction in this shit. I'll tell you, people are getting destroyed.
Uh, okay.
Yeah, but how you feel
I'm.
about the humans in the movie though?
The humans. The little girl was dope.
Yeah,
Um,
the one that could talk to
did
King Kong. Yeah.
didn't like the chick that remained from the last movie. She was kind of dry,
Hmm.
and I didn't like the love connection with fucking with Eric from True Blood. Didn't like that relationship, man. Like that shit was real generic, like as hell. Like
Yeah.
it was just like, all right, we can bridge this together because I want to say his brother did die from the last. No, not the last. The movie before last Godzilla, I think, when
Uh.
he came. It was one of those movies that he was tied to and that he was supposed to tie into this. That's the only reason they used his ass. But I had to go ahead and go back and do that, and
You
I
know, True
apologize.
Blood having a reboot soon, so gotta put his face out there again.
Please, they please don't do that. I ain't even gonna lie
They
to you
already
because
said it. They're gonna have a
if it's some
reboot.
if it's some ass, I'm really gonna kill myself.
It
Like
probably
this
will
is
be because Suki is already confirmed not to be on there.
oh, this joint about
Suki
to be some
Hana.
shit.
It said Suki Hana.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, because Sweetie is a mega star. But continue.
Hey, you know what, man? Shout out to
I
the
know.
person that let me know that she was mainstream, man. Because I swear I didn't know she was mainstream, man.
Exactly. I didn't know she was mainstream either. I had no idea, but you don't know. And she been had this song and it charted this and it did that, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
But
I was
my
reading, I
thing
was
is, in order
uneducated.
to get these mainstream hits, she had to use other people classics. Like that's PD Pablo shit. That's the generic. And then that's too short shit. That's the
Uh,
generic way to get on.
And, you know, TikTok, and
But hey,
Spotify
I ain't
and
gonna hate though.
YouTube is the
I
way.
think her net worth is what 65 million right now.
I mean,
uh,
that's decent. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's actually swell. I mean,
yeah.
did that come off of
Hold on,
being an
hold on,
artist?
hold on, hold
No,
on,
but
hold on. Whose net worth is
I
65 million?
I think sweet. They said
don't
Sweetie.
I don't I don't think that's from being an artist though.
It can't 65 million, sir. That's her net worth.
I'm about to
Uh,
look. I'm about to look it up right now.
please
She
let
she
me know.
she over Young
Somebody
Dolph right
posted that
now.
online. No, I'm
Don't
fact
do
checking
that.
it now. I got you. I'm fact checking it now.
She over
Somebody posted
Young
that
Dolph.
online. No, her net worth is 4. Her net worth is 4, which is still pretty good. That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's great. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's way more than the fuck I got.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I mean, shout out to her for that. But mainstream, that's not her.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
And you already know in like women's hip hop, only a handful of people can even be mainstream because it's such a ceiling, unfortunately, in that
Hmm.
genre.
But now,
True
only thing
that.
I was saying for that though, it's just like being an independent artist. I'm like, I look at all independent artists the same, and
Uh-huh.
just with
Now,
her being in this limelight, and then
uh-huh.
I didn't know she was mainstream because I thought she was still an independent artist. I was gonna give her credit, but then until she is a mainstream artist, it's just like, can we
Since we're
get a
talking about
song
independent
that
artists,
has a structured base?
since we're
Like,
talking about independent artists, the floor is yours, MT.
Okay. Well.
The floor is yours.
That's
Please
fine. So
tell the world
Young
what you
Dolph.
think.
All right. So Young Dolph has announced his retirement. He do I believe that he's actually retiring? Let me
Why
just
are you
get this out
clapping
the
your
way. Hell
hands,
no.
sir? The hate is real.
It's not
You
hate.
see that?
He
No,
had a
no, no,
successful
no, no.
career, and he
How?
made enough money. No, he made enough money so he could do this at a young age. Shout out to him for that. That's why I was clapping.
Nah, you was clapping
Man,
because you
finish
don't. Yeah,
MC.
because
Nah,
you're
that
not a
was
fan. All right. All right.
nah.
All right. All right. Let me go ahead and finish. So
I'm
here's
not
the
throwing
thing.
short
To
at him.
me, I know. So here's the thing. To me, his retirement is not really retirement. What I think is happening is he just wants to push Dumb and Dumber 2, run up the bag. Because Rich Slave was a very successful project. And I just feel like he's bored at the moment and just doesn't have anything to talk about. So, with that being said, like Dumb and Dumber 2 was decent. But do I believe he's actually retiring? No. That's number one. Number two, the question came up of, is Young Dolph a legend? So to
Down
me, I
south
think,
legend.
yeah, a down south legend. Obviously, not just a regular rap hip hop legend. Down south legend. Me personally, I think he is, based off of just him being independent and getting it on his own, and even having several albums that charted in the top 10 of Billboard with no mainstream media push. Also, he's inspired a lot of artists to just say, "Hey, I'm going to stay independent." Like I watched Pooh Shicey's interview, and he was talking about how if it wasn't for Gucci Man and seeing Gucci Man's, being genuine toward him, he was just going to remain independent and continue to get it on his own, like he saw Dolph do it.
Well, that's
Basically,
a
like
legend.
paraphrase.
Gucci Man is a down south legend.
Of course, Gucci Man is a downside. Like Gucci Man has scouted so much talent and everything. Dolph,
All right.
to me,
Um,
I mean, so it's tough, but I'll give him down south a legend status.
no. All right. Before we go there with the whole independency, um, I would say, and this is my man, but I gotta call him off his shit. He did go into, uh, I would more say a partnership, just to save his sake of name.
Hmm.
He did sign a deal that helped him out with publishing, and that
Uh-uh.
was right before the Rich Slave. And I want to say that was his last straw of paying the cut because how they promoted it. That's why I did so well. I was kind of confused because I was like, dog, I thought she was independent, motherfucker. But it was a recent interview that I watched. Well, not recent, but like maybe a year or two ago. Wale had an interview with Joe Button, and he was talking about being independent and actually signing a publishing deal.
Yeah,
So there's a difference in between the two.
yeah,
And
definitely.
just to break it down real quickly, I'm not going to talk about it too much. Basically, he used it so that way he doesn't have to put too much time in putting his resources in different places so that way everybody can hear it. He
Pretty
can
much,
have a whole team behind it
he only
and
paying
then
her for
pay him off a
distribution.
percentage. Right.
He only paying her for distribution. That's all.
So, I mean, with that, I mean, I still got to put it out there. I could have just not said anything, but that's still signing a deal. It's not really being independent.
But with that aside, though, do you consider him a down south legend?
He still got more time.
As of right now,
Now
today,
today,
if he
no.
never made another album,
Mm-mm. You don't. His impact is not really that big. Like you
and,
didn't
and
really
that's and
influence.
that's the legend
What
to
the
me.
hell?
Impact,
What the
impact.
hell is going on? You literally sound like this. At least that's just on my line.
Oh
Shit
no,
is
I'm probably
weird.
talking like that. I don't know.
Hey, bro, this shit is, bro.
DJ
What the,
Screw.
bro? What the fuck do I have in my cup? Is this me or is everybody else hearing this?
Oh no, he said it's slow enough. No.
Right. I about to say nah. I mean I was off my talking slow shit, but not a
Yo, dude. All right. Okay. Yeah, he tripping. He tripping. Sugar. Is it
But
me? Is it me, or does he sound like chopped and screwed?
it might be you. He sound normal to me, bro.
Okay, yeah, it's probably just me then.
But
All right.
not the reason why I say he's not a legend yet, because Trap brought up two good points. One is it's if it's not over for him yet, it's not over for him yet. And
Mm-hmm.
another one is impact. Like he didn't really bring legendary impact. A down south legend to me is something like Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
What nobody talking about the South till Scarface. Outcast, the first group to go
No,
down.
I
People
give
like Jay
I
Prince.
give
Jay Prince.
the youngest down south
Hold
legend
on, you
right
know what? All
now
right,
to
hold on. Let me
me
leave out
would
and
be
then go back
between
in because
Lil
like this is
Boosie
bad.
or Yo Gotti.
And that's another thing I explained to him as well. Yo Gotti might be considered down south. I'm saying that shit. If y'all know the history of the show, I'm saying that shit. Yo
Yeah,
Gotti could
that
be
takes a lot
considered
from you.
a down south legend.
That is.
I would say that Yo Gotti can be considered a down south legend.
I mean, but here's the thing though. Why are we considering Yo Gotti a down south legend? Because Gotti is one of the ones, like even
Because
one of
after
the best.
3-6 dissolved, he carried the torch for Memphis.
But
Mm.
here's the thing though. 3-6 actually called Gotti out and called him a hater because when like they asked 3-6, like, hey, like what's the real problem? Like, why don't Dolph I'm sorry, why don't Gotti like Dolph? He was like, we gonna be honest, Gotti a hater. It's because Dolph wouldn't sign to him. That's all it is. So my thing is
Oh
when
nah,
you
I heard that.
yeah, so my thing is when you have legends from your own city calling you a hater and all that, it's difficult for you
But
to
then
be
again,
a
let
legend.
me ask you this: is Cassidy a Philly legend?
Cassidy, I mean, obviously, what he's been able to accomplish, yes, he will be a Philly
All right,
legend.
nobody likes Cassidy in Philly. They don't even. They said he can't even walk the streets of Philly no more.
I don't know about all of that.
They yes, they
Obviously, I'm
do.
in the area.
Gilly already stamped that. Hey,
I get that.
that's another Philly legend saying that.
While I get that, they're also saying that Meek can't come to the hood as well. But guess what? Meek comes to the hood. He does. So at the end of the day, this
All
whole,
right,
you can't do this and you can't do that. Again, you can do whatever you want just as long as you got the right people around you that's willing to pull a trigger if
but
anything
Well,
pops
that
money,
off.
defeats the
money
point you
talk.
try to make, though. Other legends is always going to talk shit about you, but that doesn't make you a legend or not. He
Yeah,
just
but
doesn't have the impact yet. I
I
can
mean,
name
but
All right,
several more. T.I. is a down south legend.
I wanna,
Ludacris
I
is a
wanna,
down south
I
legend.
wanna be
Is
in
Young
between.
Dolph on any of these people
No
level?
homo.
No.
I'm not saying that he's on their level, but what I'm saying is this: even with the publishing deal, and I get what like Zeus said, when you are mainly independent and you only have to use labels or whatever, for distribution and everything, you just getting it on your own. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you got to get that man some credit because, like, at the end of the day, like, he calls for one of the down south legends to hate on him,
Okay,
and
so
then he just
what is Cash Money and Master P?
they're
That's
legends.
another legend. He
Of
was
course,
Now,
they
independent as
legends.
hell. He was
Of course,
independent as
they
hell for
legends.
the longest.
Yeah,
hey
but
man, I just
nobody's
want to say
questioning
who's
Master
pulling
P
up in
being
that
a
old
legend.
Pontiac, okay?
Oh yeah, with the muffler dragon, one of you motherfucking base heads out here, I tell you.
But not no,
Flavor
no, no,
Flav
no.
cousin. Fuck.
Hey, go ahead. We'll probably come out with the clock. You know what time it is? But
That joke
not
will say 7:30 all day. These crackhead motherfuckers. But nah, go ahead.
nah, just with that though, like just think about like the youngest down south legend, and then like MT, like I kind of want to throw him up there, but I really can't. Like if he stopped today, like he wouldn't be a down south legend only because one he had a his whole swag was he was independent, never signed a label. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That was like a
Yeah,
lot of people that was hot. And matter of fact, 2 Chains. City Boy. Oh, the hottest nigga out, never did the gangster grills. Woo, 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 never did the gangster grills. Was that Jeezy? I mean, with Titty Boy, yeah, I think it was. And then next thing you know, he end up doing the fucking gangster grills jump, and it's just like, what the fuck? I'm like, come
yeah,
on, bro. Like you had a
but
slogan,
here's
like this what made you hot. Then you
but
went
here's
against it, and then like now, like where you at in the brackets,
but
like
here's the thing
this
though,
shit
and what
fire, but you got little baby spitting over top of you.
and here's the thing. Well, I get what you saying with that, and it's like, oh, Titty Boy, and like he said, like he never did a gangster bill. when he did the Gangsta Grills, it was fire. And so like with Dolph, obviously like you want to sign a publishing deal so people can like push your stuff. You want so it was more so like a partnership. And then yeah, he was able to sign Key Glock and then get Key Glock signed actually to a major label. And you know what I'm saying, got him popping. You already know I'm not the biggest Key Glock fan, but for whatever reason, he has a serious fan
That's
base.
that's my
Uh
man.
yeah, and like yeah, he's not bad. He's not great, but he's kind of just like in between. So you know what I'm
I
saying?
be
Like it's
done
just one of those things. So like at the end of the day, I don't know. I appreciate Dolph for what he's done. I don't think that he's going to be truly appreciated until he actually becomes serious and steps away. Because you got to remember too, another thing that he did. So like with the whole rich slave thing, he was able to give away his Lambo, and like now he giving away 25,000. So he's trying to give away 25,000 for the person who can name like the 10,588th word on Dumb and Dumber 2. Nobody got it. So now he's like, all right, so I pick a song and you got to rap. So he picked a song and he's like, you got to rap the entire verse without like reading it off of a screen or everything. Like you got to memorize it. And the first person that could do that and tag me in the video, guess what? At the end of the day, I'm gonna give you 25,000. Like there's no other artist that's like really out there trying to
He
like
paying
best the
people to
plan.
spit his garbage.
Hey,
Don't
nah, but
disrespect that
the
man.
shit,
Don't
nah,
disrespect.
look, hey man, look, I listened to the jump. It's only a
That
couple of
Dumb and
songs.
Dumber was John trash.
It's only a couple of songs. You talking about the first one or the second one? Because both
No,
of
this is
them.
what it just came out. He said both
No,
of them dumpster
they
juice.
all right. They all right, bro. They all right. I ain't gonna say they trash because that's
Yeah.
those my men. Saying I can't go
You
against the
look,
grain,
that's the only reason.
but
That
I
champion
can
shit.
criticize. I can criticize though. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go against the grain because this
No,
is kind
John
of hard to
cheated.
even talk about. But now, like, my point is just like being realistic, and I gotta. Everybody has to get it. It don't matter who the fuck you are. Ain't no impact. Who the fuck are you influencing? I ain't heard nobody come out and be like, you know what? I spit like this because of Young Dolph, or you know what made me get in the game besides Key Clock, and which is like his folks, kind of pretty much. So ain't
Well,
nobody
Migos
come
a
out who
legend.
was like, hey, you
Migos
know
a young
what?
legend.
I'm in and Pooh as
You
well.
said
Pooh
who?
said like, look,
Migos?
Pooh.
Yeah, they young
No,
legends. A lot of people's
No,
influence and
no,
of
spit because of Migos.
no, no,
yeah.
no.
No, I
We're not
agree.
gonna
The
we're not
Migos
gonna do that.
definitely
Is
legend.
Future is down south legend?
Of
I
course
would
he
say
is.
Migo had a flow. Migo had a flow, and niggas imitated that shit, but that shit went in, and then when shit went the fuck out.
The Migos influenced a lot of people in this new
They did.
generation. Between them and Future. Between them and Future. I'm saying this shit. Between them and Future.
So you going and skip Future? So first of all
I
right. So
said Future too.
y'all
Future was
real
in that too.
disrespectful, Mo. All
He
right,
influenced the
hold on.
whole era.
God damn it. Let me put on my schooling cap. All right. So with the whole Migos flow, what was that whole debate over? You know what I'm saying? The witty lines going back to back and the entendre and shit. Like that was what 3-6, right? 3-6, Ludacris,
No, I would say Ludacris is Red
Wow.
Man, so he gets canceled for that.
Red Man.
Ludacris is Red Man.
All right, so Red Man, and we can go there, right? So all right, so what the fuck about Future, right? That went to what? T-Pain, right?
No,
Mm-hmm.
hell no. I would say
You
Future was
said
T
hell
Pain.
no.
You
Yeah,
can
nah,
understand what T Pain was saying.
Yeah,
Future,
but the difference is Future is
Future
definitely the new
just
T Pain.
drained the
I was, if
shit out of
anything, Future was
T-Pain.
Wayne. Future was Wayne. When Wayne did the I Feel Like Dying, that started all the fucking drug shit.
Where the fuck? No, all right, you see, you talking about the drug shit.
No.
Even if that, I'm talking about the
Yeah, no,
whole
we talking
auto
about the
tune, the
choruses.
sound, and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, we talking
Like,
about being on hooks and
come on,
everything.
bro.
That, bruh, yeah, Future got that from T Pain. He did.
Oh, we talking about hooks and shit, auto tune. I guess this generation, because we ain't gonna add like Roger Troutman and all that. That's too much. But we talking
Yeah,
about
nah,
this.
that's yeah. I would say, come on, that generational gap is too wide. So,
Yeah,
like,
come
even
on.
with that, you can't even have that comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get it. You
Nobody will
can
ever
go
do it
there.
like
I
Rod.
know who you're talking about. I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. But even
Yeah.
still, nobody ever do it like T-Pain. I would say. because also his auto tune was different. He
Are
could
you
actually
comparing
sing.
T-Pain to Roger Troutman, bro?
I mean, could he
Don't
sing
don't
without
do
auto
that.
tune?
Don't do that. Don't
I
do
just
that.
want to know, can he sing without auto tune?
California love, computer love. Don't do that.
Can he sing without auto tune though?
Who, Roger Troutman? I'm pretty sure he
Yeah,
can. I'm pretty sure he
you
can.
pretty sure he can. All right, give me a
Yes,
clip, and
yes.
then that way we can debate about it. I'll wait.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can't do it live, but I can show you shortly after.
Whatever. But anyway, I
Okay.
got you. I'm gonna remember this the whole time.
All
I'm
right.
waiting on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only reason I say T Pain because T Pain actually studied the craft and art of it, and so many artists went to him to try to perfect that sound to go to a beat, so
I
that
agree.
way that beat can hit every note and it can have the highs and lows. The only thing he didn't like about Future that he didn't respect that shit, and that's when you came out with the fucking Young Thugs and the Rich Homie Quans and shit like that using the auto tune, and that shit
Yeah.
was fucking
Yeah,
garbage.
Jay-Z killed T-Pain. Jay-Z killed it for a while, and Future revived it.
I agree.
Mm,
That's
yeah,
why I said Future's the influence for this generation. Because T-Pain is generation before that, and Jay-Z killed that.
but
It's like Fab with throwback jerseys.
even with
Jay-Z killed
Future
that.
though, only
Fab brought
reason
that back.
Future had brung it back, like one, there was no T Pain. Two,
They had Wayne doing it,
that
but mediocre.
that joint with Ti, that joint just popped off, and then he had Drake on that hook, on that remix, and Drake ain't do that song, and he had to replace him, and then they had that whole Drake beef. That's how Future career got revived. Because after he got out of jail, and as a matter of fact, who the fuck is he signed to? He was signed to
Oh yeah, he
somebody
was
else.
signed to Rocco. He was signed
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah, he
Rocco, and
was
then
signed to
Rocco ended
Rocco.
up suing him. Yeah, Rocco
Mm-hmm.
ended up suing him because he was like he ain't feel his contractual obligation, and that's when Future basically just gave him a couple throwaway albums to finish that shit and be like, "Yo, fuck you." That's when he did that double disc joint. Remember, it was Future Hendrix or something like that, and it
Mm-hmm.
was an R&B and a rap album, and he basically just
Yep.
did that to be like, "Look, here you go." And like that's what he basically used that album to shit on Scottie Pippen and how he was smashing his wife.
Oh yeah, I know you would remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I made
I remember
Larissa
you had
household
that. I
name.
remember you had that in Serato. That was classic. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Of course. Of course. I mean, hey, I don't blame Future.
All
You
right, so
know,
like
I would have
going
did the
going
same
on with
thing.
this, what qualities does Dolph have to be a legend right now?
That's a great question.
I guess the quality, here's what I'm basing it off of. I'm basing it off of a couple things. Number one, him being independent majority of his career. I'm also uh, basing it off of he had a few albums that ended up being top 10 on Billboard with like no mainstream media push. And him also having a very successful artist with Key Glock. So to me, I just think obviously we want him to have multiples and have more. But to me, in this streaming area, and I mean the streaming era and everything like that, like yes, I would never ever disrespect Master P because Master P literally when somebody dropped a No Limit album, I had the cassette, whether if it was Young Bleed, whether if it was Mr. Magic, whether if it was Silk the Soccer, Mia X, Mystical, all of that. I was
Fiend.
listening to it. Yeah, Steam, Snoop Dogg, all of them. But I just feel like in this era where everything is pretty much, how can I put this? It's like a digestive type era. Like I listen to something and then it's like, oh, it's great. I'm gonna fuck with it for like a couple weeks and then all right, I'm
All
on
right,
to the
so
next.
oh my god, I'm glad you said that because I was gonna let you ride. Now
Yeah.
you can't compare Master P to Young Dolph because you know
No,
why?
not at all.
What you just said. No, even with the mainstream media, and that was what it was back then. You can ask any No Limit fan. Master P came out with countless albums, and it was just because of that reason. 7 to 8, maybe no. Matter of fact, they was long as shit. Matter of fact, they had like 20 some songs on there. Majority of his projects, and he came
Hmm.
out with an album like every other week. He
Yeah,
gave
I
content
remember
out,
the last Dawn was like 30 something. It's like that was 24.
It was like
but
24 songs, but
so
Ice
here's
Cream
the
not
Man
thing.
was
so like to
18.
argue your point. you was Ja going on until you related him to No Limit and Master P.
No, no, no,
Now,
no.
and you said,
That's why
and
I
then
said
no,
you
and
can't
then
compare them.
also
I said
He
that
was
you
using
no,
for
can't
example.
but
compare
you
'em.
said you can't compare them because you said somebody will listen to an album and be like, I'm riding with it, and then now I'm good. I do the same thing. But if I'm going to listen to an album and then another album come out next week, that's not a comparison because No
I,
Limit did the exact same thing. They
they
said, all
did.
right, boom, I'm gonna drop an album, and then I'm gonna go ahead and drop another album, and I'm about to drop another album,
Yeah,
and I'm about to drop
but like
another album.
here's another issue
And they
though.
made a
You
bag. That's what made them make a legend.
but here's the
All them
thing though,
albums is
Dolph.
shit.
But here's the
Nah,
thing though,
not all of
Dolph.
them.
Not all of
Mystical
them, but
Look,
has.
majority of them.
I was
A
say
yeah, but
Mystical
large
has is
majority of
fire.
them.
yeah, but like here's the thing too though. Like Dolph made albums, he made a bag off them. Like Rich Crack Baby. Like first of all, he made Yo Gotti drop a album slash documentary. Okay. Because like when Dolph came out with Rich Crack Baby and all that, then like he was giving his past story and all of that. This man literally Gotti went and teamed up with Keisha Cole to try to make a fire ass intro and then do a documentary about his life and everything like that. So my thing is again, and the way Dolph came up to, like, think about it. He went on basically like yo, I fucked
Who sold
yo got
more and who got more of a recognition?
It's not even close.
Gaddy, Gaddy, or Dolph.
It's
I
not
I
even.
mean
mean,
it's
just
Gotti,
respectfully.
but I mean respectfully, Gotti was always with a major label though.
But everything that Gotti drops, as you said in the past, is number one singles. Y'all both said that to me. Y'all may be a believer.
Yeah, now
Everything he dropped is fire.
Yeah, we
his
did
You
have a
can't
whole
say
here's the
that
thing,
debate
about
about
yeah.
that.
Dolph. You can't
We
say that
did.
about Dolph.
We
He is,
had.
but again, no, and I admit that, but it's the thing though, it's also mainstream pushing him, and it's not that the singles aren't fire, they definitely fire,
I
but
mean,
at the
but
same
how
time,
much of mainstream? I mean, because like
The same
we
as
talk
Dolph.
about we
They
talk
get
about the
talked
sir,
about
same
in
as
people
Dolph
sir,
blogs, and
with
that's
sir.
it.
Here's the thing. All right,
the
can I
last
ask you all
one
something?
You
All right,
act
with
like that
hold
nigga
on.
had a Rolling Stone cover.
No, but hold on. Let me ask you this. What was all right? So let me ask you this. What was Gotti's last single that was fire? Please tell me. And that took off.
I
I
want to
already know what
say
it is.
I want to say
I
he
already know
actually
what it
had
is.
two. One with Black
Go ahead.
Youngster, and then he had another joke that was on that. Matter of fact, he had three.
What was
Oh,
it?
hold up. This last
Go ahead.
album.
Okay.
Oh my
What was
god.
fire? Because I can tell you right now, there was only one single on it that like really popped off and like really charted, and it's because of who he had on there. But we'll talk about it. I already know what it is. And just to give you all a hint, I've been trying to tell you, and Mr. Jones has finally come around to believing it. He's the hottest fucking spitter out right now. Put a date on it with Lil Baby. That was his best shit as of late.
Hmm.
Money coming in and the sack don't fold. Got to put a date on it. Mm-hmm. Running
That's
through the
his.
money and the bitch
Oh,
keep
come on, little
calling.
baby.
That was his hit
That
on
Running,
that
was
album.
one. That was
yeah.
one. That was one of
Running
the
through the money and
like
the bitch.
three or
Running through the
four
money
that
and the bitch keep calling.
hits
Yeah,
that
he
he had
got
on the
Now
money
album.
bag.
played on him.
Meg the
What else?
Stallion, Uzi Vert. You talking about that wasn't a hit?
What
Come
you
on,
talking about
man.
with Meg the Stallion and Uzi Vert? What's the name of it?
Pose, Pose is not a hit.
Oh, Pose. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about
But
Pose.
Pose, but here's the thing though. Pose, but again, he linked up with who? Two mainstream artists. Dolph
It
is out
doesn't
there.
matter though. But he got the
It
link.
does
Not
matter.
you. But you know why Dolph ain't do it? He linked up with Megan Thee Stallion too. Where the fuck his single go at? Nowhere, because he didn't promote it.
Oh yeah. I know
All
what
right,
you're
we're
talking about.
gonna
Yeah,
use the
the
independent
R and
scheme
B.
and all that. It's currency of down south legend.
I think he is. Yeah, for what he's been able to accomplish and everything, and the cars and the money that he's made. Absolutely, he's a down south legend. 100%. You got to remember, he survived Cash Money in a shitty ass deal. He definitely is a down south legend.
Well, I mean, he literally made a hit off of Wayne line. He made a hot line and made a hot song.
Exactly.
Now,
Yes.
I'm part of me think Wayne hated on him. That's why he
Yeah.
got put out of Cash
I
Money.
believe that as well. To me, till this day, I
To be
believe that
honest,
Wayne.
I think that he had the better verse and Wayne didn't like it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Remember they
Huh?
had the little mixtape when they Louisiana or whatever. Currency
Diamonds
was
and
killing that
pearls,
nigga.
diamonds and pearls.
That nigga
Hey,
Currency was killing weight with that
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Oh no, here's the thing. And here's the thing. Even though I'm not a fan of his music, I will never. When I say never, I'm not going to disrespect Currency in that aspect. Currency is one of the hardest working men in the industry. He will go down as a down south legend. Plain and simple. Current nobody works harder than Currency
Oh,
and
he come
puts
out with
out
something every month at least. It's crazy.
exactly. Now here's
consistently.
yeah, and so like here's another thing. Like I said, and I mean, if we even talking about rap beef and everything, like Dolph, at the end of the day, he survived rap beef. The man was shot at multiple times and actually got shot, and still coming out
I think that
being
shit was
disrespectful.
staged.
I don't think the second one was. The first one, yes. The whole 100 bullets thing, to me, it seemed a little weird. But remember, Black Youngster went to trial over that shit, so it was some truth to it. But
Man,
as far
bruh. He
as
went to trial because cause it was people involved that shouldn't have been involved, okay? And it's rap celebrities, okay?
yeah,
There's such thing as a hip hop police. The
it
same
is.
thing going on with this Sweetie and Quavo trial, LA pursuing this shit because they want to mind other
Gotcha.
motherfucking grown folks' business. So yeah, of course he went to trial.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Like Gotti now, he's not going to jail. But Gotti and Gotti's camp. I'm not gonna say Gotti. Gotti's camp. Remember they shot Young Dolph in the ass. So like, and he survived. You know what I'm saying? So
That
yeah,
make it seem more stage. I learned that from the Sopranos, nigga. Shoot me the fleshly part of the thigh.
No bullshit. No bullshit. Shoot me right here, cuz. And I'm a hop. I'm a limp away. I be alright. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga got shot by my man from the Sopranos.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, you
Let me
said I
tell you
can't get no
something.
poom poom for
Oh,
two
I'll be
weeks? All
back
right,
in
I'm
the
good. Don't
shadows.
worry about it. I recuperate for then. You know what I'm
Nah. Let
saying?
me
My
tell you
butt
something.
cheeks to be healed in 2 weeks. I can go ahead and get some cheeks. My cheeks
Nah.
will
Let
be
me tell you
healed and
something.
get some
A grown
cheeks. Like,
man.
I don't
Let me
know.
tell you
Well,
something. A
let me ask
grown
you this
man.
though.
Go ahead.
This is like trying to close on a Young Dolph topic.
Okay.
What do you think Zeus can make him a legend?
Me
Yeah, what else
personally?
he can do to make him a legend, a down south legend? Is there anything else?
Uh, I would say to bring talent from down south and then actually influence more rappers. Like we only seen you influence one person, and then you have the whole paper route, the whole paper route business or ENT that's behind you, and you literally just came out with a statement and said, "Yeah, this is the beginning of a new era with the Dumber and Dumber 2." And then now you're talking about going to retirement. It just sounds like to me that you
No,
got with
to
a
me,
company,
no.
you're taking more money. They're taking more money from you, and you like, man, I just want to have a little temper tantrum.
Nah.
Because
Here's what
he
I
said
think.
the same shit before, right?
I know, but hold on. But hold on. Here's what I think. Here's what I think. So him saying the whole this is the dawn of a new era. What I think it is he's going to focus more on being the businessman and promoting his artists more and getting them off the pop versus him actually working on himself. That's what I think. Which again, we've seen it time and time over the years. It's difficult for a rapper to sign to another rapper because they are so focused on themselves. Like Jeezy, that's where he fell out with majority of his artists. Everybody like, look, I was waiting to put out an album. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard the single. I was on Jeezy mixtape. I was on Jeezy album. Jeezy wouldn't push my album. You
Yeah, that
know,
nigga
oh,
was
he
some
jealous.
kid.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with DJ Khaled. Ace Hood ended up dying down there.
Yeah,
Ace Hood
yo,
was actually
Luda.
fire. Luda, he's another one. Like all these people, they was more focused on their careers than their own artists. So if Dolph can actually focus on him, like on his artist more, and get Jay Fizzle and sign somebody else and get them popping and everything like that, I'm good with that. I just am.
I mean, it even happened to Jay.
It did. It happened with Jay. Jay was so focused and everything on him. Like now he's able to push people. But for the most part, we know what Jay was on back in the day. We know what he was on. He wanted to be God status. And like now that he has it, now he's able to sit back and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna push this person. Oh, I'm gonna
All right,
tweet about,
all
I'm gonna
right.
talk about this person more.
I don't really know nobody but like two of these artists, and Damn, did
Wait,
Key Glock leave the label or something? All right,
I
maybe
don't
I'm
think
on
he
the
did.
wrong
Yeah,
site
nah, I
because
think you on the
they're
wrong
not.
thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying, like,
I don't know, but like I said, he obviously he has some work to do on the business aspect side, but I think that he could do it. But with that being said, man, I don't have anything else. Uh,
yeah, man. Nah, this is new. All right, nah, look, I just want to make my final statement because it's like, all right, you
Go
talking
ahead.
about artists and shit. Uh, only two people that I seen that pop off that actually make sense, and then I probably know was like Gangsta Boo, which I did not know that was on his fucking label, and the Felix brothers. I've heard a couple of their ventures. They pretty dope, but not too much. But even with that, for him to really be great, he would need to bring more from that era and to boss up
Okay.
and probably pull a Rick Ross move and just
Okay.
with less music. And at a young age, he has plenty of time.
He does. He do. He's not that old, so I don't know. That's
I'll
all I
agree. The
have.
business would help him because I think musically it's not a chance. That's just me personally.
All right, see now you disrespectful. All right, we ain't asked for all that extra shit. Okay, you
Yeah.
ain't gonna disrespect my man. It's like nah.
Real shit.
Hold on, hold
Like
Musically,
B
it's
dot
not a chance.
like B dot said, bitch nigga, we ain't asked you. You know what I'm saying?
but
But
nah,
nah,
though.
man.
I think he still has a run. I just think that he needs to focus on more of the business and then stop giving up the paper to people publishing it and then sitting back and doing it himself. So that way, if he do want to go ahead and jump back into the game, he can always do it, but do a feature on this younger artist. Like pretty much what Gucci just did with his whole fucking 1017 project. I
Yeah, because
mean,
I'm gonna tell you right now, that whole 1017 project, I will be the first one to admit. First of all, I apologize to you all because remember I was shitting on that project, but there
Oh
was
I
yeah,
one
remember.
standout.
I
Yeah,
remember.
but there was one person who stood out from that project, and I was like, yo, he's gonna be it, and that was Pooh Shiesty. And look at
I
Pooh
mean,
now.
Fujiano dry hitting too, but it's
He is.
okay.
Yeah, but Pooh is that guy.
Actually,
Okay.
another person that got signed under Yo Gotti that we was just mentioning.
Who,
The
Big 30?
oh nah, I forget he got signed under him too.
Nah, I
But
think Big
nah,
30, nah.
East Side G or whatever his name was, the one that had all the money, who was
Oh
the
yeah,
clown and was like,
SCG.
dang, dudes don't have
Yeah.
bank accounts no more.
Yeah. SCG.
hmm
Yeah,
hmm
SCG. That's his name. And actually, SCG was a producer, and then he was like, "Yo, I want to rap too." So yeah, Gotti signed him. So he get the best of both worlds. He get vicious ass beats, and he get lyrics. But again, who is Yo Gotti up under? Once again, another major label. He's under Rock Nation, so it's easy for him to
But he's
sign
trying to
people.
make money though.
That's true.
I mean, I'm just saying it's cool to be independent, but I mean, like,
That's another key to Jay's greatness. Everybody signed under them.
well,
Got
think about this though. He's under a label, but also
Dreamville.
managing a label. So
Yeah.
if he wasn't managing a label, then I would have been like, all right, you know what? Okay, Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Like all your
Mhm.
artists is garbage. Like, think about it. Rick Ross does
Mhm.
have a whole roster. Like he has the greatest pen in the game and don't even utilize him. Well, maybe I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe he does
Who's the
something else
greatest
on the
pin in
side.
the game? That's not Lupe Fiasco.
I would say like Wale right now.
Wale. I love Wale.
Uh,
His pin ain't fucking with Lupe's.
I mean, but just say, but Lupe is not in the bracket that we're talking about right now. Lupe would probably be more of the previous, like
Pooh
the
Shiesty, that's my
independent
dog.
artist.
But Pooh, you know I'm really
Okay.
shiesty. No, no, I'm messing with y'all. But no, honestly,
Nah, it was
Beth,
just random that you hit that quote
I
though. Yeah,
know.
that was it was
Hey,
just so
listen,
random.
bro, that shit. That's all I've been bumping out here. Okay, like literally, Pooh Shiesty been just like every day. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pooh Shiesty has a. Let me tell you something. I know we try to. We always try to excuse rap and everything, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you want to bring the ignorance out of me, play some Pooh Shiesty, goddamn it, okay? Pooh Shiesty gets me in my ignorant mood, goddamn it. I don't give a fuck about nothing. No hoes, no none of that when that Pusheisty comes on. I
You
don't
say
care
you
about
be
your feelings, so
you be in the car with your imaginary Glock. Yeah, man, niggas
exactly.
really
Exactly. How? Exactly.
They be battle rapping in the car.
That's how I'm rolling.
bite
Okay.
your
I
lip for
don't
no
give a
reason. Be mugging
exactly.
cars. It'd be an old lady beside you, like, oh, sorry, my
Exactly.
bad.
Exactly. I'd be like, oh, you
Right
on that
back to
bullshit
it.
today? Okay, bet. I bet. All right.
Nah,
All
trust me,
right.
I know, man.
Man, what would be to
Let's get
close it out, man? Big event tomorrow, man. I know the whole world talking about it. Cassidy versus Hitman. Do y'all got any predictions on that?
I could care less. I'm gonna be
It's
honest with
really
you.
not a big event.
Yeah, it's
Shit,
not.
the
It's
face
not.
off get a couple mil. You
Hitman,
tripping?
Sir.
Hitman
You
Holler.
tripping?
Is it
Exactly.
Yes,
Hitman
Hitman
Holler
Holler
Sir.
for Wildin' Out versus
versus
I,
Cassidy.
Cassidy
Yes,
average,
that's a huge.
average battle rapper against an average
with a
rapper.
dinosaur?
Okay. Exactly.
A,
I'm talking
a
about legends.
dinosaur. A dinosaur versus BJ. BJ
But
Hitman
Bop.
what
just
is
Or Bop.
Hitman
Bop
just
BJ.
killed some people though. Not too long ago.
Who?
but
Who?
Bill Collector. He killed
Who?
Bill Collector.
Who?
sir,
Dinosaur.
sir, exactly.
Bill Collector is a dinosaur. He is active right now.
Dinosaur.
On caffeine right now. You're
I'm
not a
good.
battle
Dinosaur.
rap
I'm
like
good.
that. I understand.
I'm
You're not a
good.
battle
All
rap
right.
like that.
How long?
But
How long he been out?
who? Hitman?
Bill Collector.
Oh, he's been out for a minute. Like
Dinosaur. Dinosaur.
Y'all just disrespectful, bro. The dude is still current today.
I got him. I knew he was.
The dude
I
is still
knew he
current
got him.
today.
I knew he was going with it. I said he got him.
Oh,
As soon as he
son.
Well,
said,
happy
he
Easter,
been out for a
motherfuckers.
minute.
Happy Easter, motherfuckers.
All
Enjoy your
Niggas-
families.
Niggas,
Love you
niggas was
all.
like niggas was like 13 when he first came out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I said 2013.
No, we was
Whatever.
13, okay?
Exactly.
No,
So
you
y'all
was
was born
probably
in 2000. Y'all niggas 21.
No.
no, he was out before then. He was back out
Yeah,
in
he
like the
was.
90s.
No, Bill
Exactly.
Collector's not out in the 90s.
Nah, that
Get the
nigga
fuck
Bill
outta
Collector's
here.
probably like 2009, 2010. Okay, it's like 11 years. Dinosaur. Okay, we're done.
Dinosaur.
Okay, we're done.
Disrespectful.
Roar. You know what?
Exactly.
See,
Hey,
that's why
nah.
we never gonna get interviews on this
Hey,
show.
look.
Y'all too ignorant.
No, no. Any conversations we have from now on, yeah, I swear to God, nobody ever watched this
Rawr.
episode. Rawr. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Benny, the
Exactly.
Pacquiao versus Crawford. Rawr versus
Rawr.
Crawford. That's it. The whole
Oscar
time.
De
Rawr, nigga, whole
Exactly.
time. Dinosaur.
Mike Tyson, the Holyfield again.
Rawr.
Rawr. Like shit. The whole
Hey, look
time.
though, but look
Double
though, but
rawr.
hold on though, but now hold on though, on some serious shit, Mr. Jones. That's a beautiful sunset behind you, sir. Like that
Yeah,
shit
that
is
is.
fucking dope. Honestly, that's what we're gonna let in the show. I'm signing off.
I swear it looked like Jesus touched your shoulder.
Exactly. Jesus, rawr. Okay, dinosaur.
The fuck, yo. All right, man. Go ahead. MT, go ahead. Sign that off, man.
All right, MT signing off with me as my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, Mr. Cup first, because you gotta respect me. And to the right now.
It's just the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all coming out, always respecting our show. Make sure you go ahead and tune in to the next one. Have a nice Easter. And then always go ahead and hit that YouTube and then like our page and subscribe. Peace.
Easter Sunday, roar. Bible,
Oh,
roar.